Hey, Shorty.
Fingers crossed, StreamYard's being a little bitch tonight, apparently. Very frustrating when we're professionals here. I'm fucking professional.
She's a fucking professional. No goddamn it.
Miss Shorty, you're muted. Miss Shorty, you're muted.
Fuck, I was...
She's a fucking delight. Trial watching, trials and tribulations. It's Camp Shorty calling all nations. What are you drinking? Shall we skip this part? Left or right-handed? Shit, she slid it to the start. She's a fucking professional. Yo, goddamn it.
Moose are dicks.
Hi! I forgot to put myself on the stage. Hi, Shorties. It's like, hi, good to see you. Hi, Shorties. Hi. I literally almost did forget to put myself on the stage because I was on the stage before I pressed live. And I'm like, I don't want to be there. So I was like, and then I removed myself and I literally just got to clicked back in time. Hi, ladies ear. Pig's ears for the dogs. If you're new here, they get a pig's ear at the start of the first stream of the night. Oh, Buster, that's a big one. Oh, that's what she said. Hi, I'm gone all profesh again. I've still got a stupid little head cold, but no hoodie today. Hi, everyone. Can't see a thing. I saw that Forrest was here. Ah, sweet baby Jesus. Hi, Tony. Sup? Simi. Shelley, good to see you. Hedda. Yes. Correct. Hey, while I think of it, make sure you check that you're subscribed. Subscriber numbers seem to be dropping. I can't imagine that it's anything I've said or done that we've said or done. So just make sure you're subscribed because YouTube does sometimes unsubscribe people. And I love you all very much. Good evening, Ms. What the Fuck? Good to see you. My little snow queen loves the snow, this one. She can't get enough. She's like, bring on all the snow. I want more snow all day, every day. Snow, let it snow, let it snow. There's Forrest. Hi, sir. Christy's here. Yes. Wait. Oh my God, says Simi. I shared a video in my Discord of Galvanese getting fussed by a judge in a recent trial. Lol. Hilarious. That reminds me. Ran out of my Clear Eyes eye drops. And so I ordered some Visine. If I die, this morning was my first lot of Visine. To be fair, I did put it in my eyes, not into my water. So hopefully I'm safe. I see my wife is here, but there's a lot of blue. Thank you, my beautiful mods, for being here. I love you all very much. Wait. Well, there she is. There she is, girl. Hi. Hey, feel free to share out the streams on your socials as well. We have such a beautiful, fun time here. It's a very well-rounded, crunching channel, in my opinion. So maybe you know somebody who might enjoy our time here. Ms. What the Fuck and I are looking to make the streams a little shorter. So you will see that in the future because apparently YouTube in general, folks on the YouTube don't like marathon streams. What? How dare you? That's assault. So we're going to try to keep them down to a couple of hours in future. That might help. If you've got any suggestions, let me know. At the end of the day, you all, my beautiful shorties, that's what we do this for. It's not about growth or success or money. After seeing Buzzed shirt on Lisa, we start Eileen tomorrow. I saw that you guys are starting Eileen Wernos, and I actually had a little mental note to myself that, gee, it must have been refreshing to complete the Charlie Adelson trial in but a couple of months versus 84 years, which was the what's his name, Phil Spector trial. I can't imagine Steve ever whinged like I whinge about day 8 of this particular trial. Hi, Spinster. Good to see you. Hey, I'm sorry to do this to you, but as I see the names, we're again, Ms. What the Fuck and I, the royal we. Poor Ms. What the Fuck. I'm sure she loves all the work. Oh, I love you very much, Ms. What the Fuck. Spinster, you were one of the people who pledged a couple of recipes in our cookbook, Camp Shorty Hotbox stream. Probably you've forgotten. Hi, me also, pathological demand avoidance / forgetting to submit my own recipes. But if you could possibly find the time this weekend to tie, and this goes for all of you, hi, everyone, whether or not you pledge recipes, and shoot them through to me on my most crunching ever email. God, those dogs. Shoot them through to me on itsmissshorty@gmail.com, down on the bottom of the screen right now. Doesn't have to be fancy, doesn't have to be formatted. Ms. What the Fuck and I have been going through and just sort of making the recipes we've received a bit more uniform in terms of format and verbiage and stuff. But we're leaving the beautiful quirks of each author, each my brain. I was going to say submitter, but that's not the right word. Person who submits. I can decomplexify that one along. So send them through. And we've got about, wait, Ms. What the Fuck, I'm going to bring you up onto the stage so that you can help me guilt and shame people.
Dang.
Hello, how are you, ma'am?
Well, I'm all right, but that makes me feel bad.
No. I need to call in the troops. We've got about 62 or 69. I wish 62-ish of the 140 or so that people sort of offered up. Is that right?
Yeah, I think it's 61 that we have
Worst
in the
number.
house. You were so close, though.
I want it to be 69. I was just trying to. Every little inch counts, right? You gotta add a little number or two to it to make it better.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hedda says, Miss Shorty, I'm struggling. Same girl. What? Oh, about the recipes. Oh, I thought you went about life. The ingredients are a huge problem. Can you maybe we can liaise, Hedda, you and me, by email, and I might be able to help you with some. If you tell me what the dish is, maybe. It's what the fuck can't, because she don't be doing the cooking, but I could help you with working out what some similar substitute ingredients might be. I mean, we even had to go right back to the core issue of, in Australia we call a can of like the volume, the quantity, the volume of a tin can of, say, tin tomatoes or soup or whatever. We call it 400 grams here, and in America it's 10 ounces, I think, versus the 12-ounce soft drink can, soda, whatever you guys call it, pop. So we can work something out, Hedda. So are we subs to the cookbook, Dom?
Oh my God.
Yes. Although Ms. What the fuck, if she's the Dom, she may well have to beat you into explaining it to her.
Poor Miss Shorty has had to listen to so many of my deep sighs and like
Facts. This actually pains Ms. What the fuck on an existential level. She the look of stress, because when Ms. What the fuck talk and I talk, she's not the Madam Court reporter. She's actually Ms. What the fuck, and she's kind of grimacing and in pain as though she has a migraine, which I think essentially it does give her one, and she sighs about every second or third breath. These big, deep, heavy sighs. So.
I'm not allowed in the kitchen, everybody. That's the thing.
Smarter Hari, hi, good to see you. Got some tea? You do or I do? I don't have tea. Sister scouring what? Sister scouring soap this eve for Harvey. Is that Harvey Adelson? Tea? That's very cryptic. My brain.
South Beach, Florida. Oh, Sobe, South Beach.
Your sister, Smarter Hari? Wow. I can't even say it's only 7:15 in the morning here, so I could claim extreme fatigue because it's 9:15 these days. Yay! South Beach. Okay. Well, I have been trying to piece together. Anyway, speaking of the Adelsons, and then we'll get to court. But yes, send us your recipes. Email down below. Doesn't matter if you pledged it. Doesn't matter if it's like, I know Tony and Aussie Unbrun's Laura sent a photo of a family recipe. It doesn't. We can then transcribe them. Doesn't have to be fancy. Just put it into words. But Adelsons. I've been wondering whether, and maybe you all aren't familiar with this guy, but I wasn't sure because it's a very generic name. But do you remember that Charlie Adelson, on either the jail calls or the wiretaps, full stop, I guess. Anyway, think your thought out first, Lisa. Just mentioning Wendy's former boyfriend. He was trying to encourage Wendy Adelson to be dating and pick me, Dave Smith, the comedian. Well, he's actually been on like Piers Morgan, but very interesting. sort of denouncing certain geopolitical things at the moment. And I just thought that was a really interesting link. Imagine this guy dating like this international like, I don't know what he is, not a celebrity, but he has a presence on international news media, plus he's a comedian. Imagine him dodging that Wendy Adelson bullet. I wonder, I wish I could ask him, hey, how about that Wendy Adelson? It just, that really piqued my interest. So stay tuned for updates. We figured out your riddle. Me, no, not so much. Harvey's hood. Oh, I see. Oh, your sister saw Wingnut Harvey, smelled a fart Harvey, smelled his own fart Harvey, victim blame and shame Harvey, having dinner at a South Point restaurant. That's hectic. That is hectic. Chat, Forrest is asking whether the baby is here yet. Not our Pokemon. Her grandbaby. It's very soon, right, Shelley? How exciting! Do all the baby rain dances because we are not at 40. We are at 40 weeks and he's not here yet. Ay, ay, ay. The bun's almost cooked. The bun's going to be burnt. The bun in the oven. That's exciting, Shelley. Keep us posted. Right. So my internet, oh my goodness, I'm still at 100% battery already. I will need, still on the hotspot. Everybody, if you haven't been here, I've had no fucking home internet Wi-Fi for, this is, I don't know, 69 days. It's not, but anyway, it's been a long time. I will rectify it this week, come hell or high water, whatever it looks like. By next weekend, we should be back to me not stressing over my phone charge and my data usage. Got my card here to replenish my data supply again for the hotspot. I love that for us. Poor Gabby, she's so ready. Well, sending all our big love and smooth, I was going to say pain-free delivery, but you know what I mean. It's a terrible system, Mother Nature. What are we doing here? Jim Cox, everybody loves Cox. Good evening, sir. Thank you for being here. Speaking of thank you for being here, Replay Crew, hi. Thanks for coming on in after the fact. Oh God, I can't. I did it. I once last night in the second stream, I managed to deliver without any Android slander, but it's not happening tonight. Sorry, not sorry. I said, well, I'm going to say what I say. If you'd like to watch the live chat replay on your handheld device, your Android, your iPhone, your tablet, or your iPad. See? Poppy's panting. She understands. Don't talk about the serial killers. It's easy. Go to the comment tab and go to the comment tab, and on the top right, there's a few little buttons there, little dots. Swipe left, and it'll give you the option to watch live chat replay on your phone or whatever. Hype it. Drop a comment after. Poppy, it's the panting. I love you very much, Poppy, but this is too much. She's always happy. Okay. We are on part 3 of day 8 in court, the never-ending day. Shall we? Ms. What the Fuck's going to run it from behind the scenes again. Thank you so much, Ms. What the Fuck, because CEG, my long monologue about hotspotting. Yikes. Here we are. Where are we? We're up to, woo, Abby. Girl, let's do it.
So,
Something. What do we got?
We're still on our lovely friend.
Oh, should we play that just in case? Can we play that before we go to court? Let's do this. I'm going to get rid of this banner. There was a moment last night in court that was organically perfect. Organic, Tony, not orgasmic, although we laughed pretty hard. And Ms. What the Fuck made a cute little short about it. Let's watch it.
The files on that CD, are they voluminous? I'm sorry, could you use another word?
Sure. Are there a lot of files on that CD?
He's not real smart. Oh, babe.
Oh my god.
Could you please go back? Let's do it again.
The files on that CD, are they voluminous?
I'm sorry, could you use another word?
Sure. Are there a lot of files on that CD?
Defining a lot, there's
He's so cute. He looks so lost.
Oh, bless his heart.
Oh, it's so freaking precious. I'm gonna mute myself and push play.
probably 10 or 15 maybe on here.
In terms,
No objection.
Exhibits 171 and 172 are
That was
received.
so cute. Oh, I love him. And then that's the best. And then while we're here, Ms. What the fuck? I suppose I'm springing it on you as usual. Have you got the baby detective David?
Yeah, let me pull him up.
Whoa, ma'am. I thought,
Oh.
oh, that's right. It was Steph that said he was a bit too young for her. Whatever floats your boat, girl. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
He's like, that was funny and cute.
he was so.
So if you want to experience that again, it's there in the shorts reel, the top short of like the most recent short on the channel. Later, here he is. Oh, bless.
He's just so adorable.
What did you say? He's not real smart, but he's sure he's pretty.
Yeah.
The bearded baby, exactly. Simmy's favorite. Poppy, please. All right. Thanks, Ms. What the fuck? Shall we go to court? We can do this. We can do this. We're on the home stretch. Chat, shorties, let's. Don't forget there's Lynn and Judge Jenny D emotes in the chat. I don't have my, actually I do have my YouTube pulled up. Wait. So drop them where, as much as we take little side quests, we veer off course a little. We're here to honor and respect and remember poor Lynn Hernan and fuck Jessy Kurczewski.
again, if we asked Detective Hoppe why he asked you to map this date and time, he would know the answer, but you don't necessarily know that.
I don't know at all why this is relevant.
Okay, moving to slide 11. Please, Detective, if you could just give the jury an overview of what this is.
The date is
Wait,
September
hold on.
27th,
Sorry, but it's
2018.
echoing.
The time frame being displayed is from
Yikes.
13:58
That's the
hours
first
to
day.
1400 hours. Just a 2-minute window from, that's 1:58 p.m. to 2 p.m., and that is Central Time. The phone number being displayed, the activity there is your phone number ending in
Sorry about
1039.
that. Got the earbuds.
On the map on the left, you can see that geofence a little better now, but that is showing that it's irrelevant to the records.
gee.
But all of those network transactions used one of those 3 towers. And on the bottom left, you're seeing 2 different sectors were used. On the other ones, only 1 sector was used. I'm not sure the significance as to why there's call information there, but that would be the one call that is made during this time frame.
Okay. And moving on to slide 12. Detective, what is in slide 12?
This is going to be an animation. This is not related to this investigation at all, but I used it
No
to preface
shame
what you're
there,
about to
Hedda.
see. In CellHawk, we have the ability to animate the records. If a device is
Puppy,
moving, this can be helpful to
please.
see a general route of travel or something like that. When we make these animations, we get to pick how fast we want to play it. So if I wanted to show something in real time, I could. In this case, I believe I show you close to 16 hours. Nobody wants to sit here for that long, so we could raise the display to say 1 second here, real time as we watch, would display 5 minutes of the records. In this case, on the very bottom right, and that bar is kind of covering on my screen, but the top line there, it says 1 second equals 15 seconds. So when this plays through, 1 second real time here in this courtroom, 15 seconds is passing and the records being displayed. And then the line below that is a fade, telling us how long we want the records to remain on the screen. If you're covering a long day or an extended amount of time, You want your records to fade because if they come back through the same route, it can kind of be hard to visually see. So we'll typically have the records show and then fade after 15 seconds or whatever that may be.
What's the right side of slide 12 showing?
So the right side is a timeline or a bar. As we hit play on this, you'll see that bar start to move down, and that time on there will display the record, the time in the records being displayed. So as it starts to play, you'll see that bar start to move down, and that's a running timestamp.
Hey,
for that
Arca,
record.
sup? Good to see
And then
you.
you'll see, I believe if I recall
We don't have
correctly,
squirrels
this
here.
specific one, you'll see records come across with that sector information, and it's going to be moving from your right to left.
And generally, geographically, are you familiar with the area depicted on slide 12?
I am.
It's near the Pewaukee County Zoo.
Correct. Right in the center is the Pewaukee County Zoo. On the zoo interchange, I-94 is running east and west there, and I-41 is running north and south through the middle of the screen.
Ah,
Okay.
the zoo,
and
huh?
In terms of animations, would it be fair to say that in your casework, some animations can be very simple and others can be very, very complex?
Yes, and I would lean towards that. The majority of animations are very complex, and they're hard to, I guess, see or analyze because you're watching just the recording and you might not have all the information.
So on slide 12, is this a more simple animation so that the jury can kind of understand what they're watching?
Yes, this
Hey,
is very
Bookie,
basic, and it's
fooling
played at a rather
around?
slow speed with that 1
Never.
second equaling 15 seconds. If you're trying to animate a full day or maybe sometimes a week, and you're playing that at a faster rate, the records are moving so fast that
Thanks, Christy. And hey, look, Micah the maiden. Got it. Rude, Micah. Rude that you're not actually agreeing with. But yes, thank you, Christy. You're the besticles, just like testicles, only way better. You're in the draw, girl.
it's sometimes hard to keep track of where you're going.
Okay.
Actually,
And at this point, Mr. Vulcanier, if you can play the animation in
It's only Christy. Yesterday, today. Thank you, Christy. I appreciate you very much.
Exhibit 173, side 12.
The dogs are having rumbles on the floor here. Bit of grab assing.
Now, detective, as the jury watched that animation, they saw some of those sector shaded areas show up and then disappear on the screen, right?
Correct, and I stand corrected, it was moving left to right.
Okay, which would be west to east?
Correct.
Okay. Can something like this tell you who's using the device that's hitting on these towers?
No, ma'am.
Can something
I
like this
think
tell you whether the device was within the shape?
Excuse me, what the fuck? I think it's Vulcanier or Balkanier, but it could be. Hi, Living Story Worlds. Have you got darn the at handle business versus the screen name, but hi. Oh, Kraken, thanks. Phew. I'm like, who is that? Hey, Kraken, good to see you. Okay, thanks, Miss What the Fuck.
An area that pops up.
No, ma'am.
Okay. And again, remind the jury what's at the center of each of those shaded portions that display.
A cell tower.
Okay.
Very frustrating,
And
Kraken.
we'll play that one more time. It's very quick, just so the jury can watch that again, please.
Do you have the same birthday, you two?
Detective, it looked like as the shaded areas display themselves, there's some information in
Oh,
white in the middle
it's a
of
new
it.
one.
Do you know what that is?
That's the timestamp for that specific record being displayed.
And
Welcome
another
to
word for
Green
record
Mo-
in this instance could be phone call or web.
Correct, it would be whatever network transaction is creating that record, so it could be a
Good to
call,
see
a
you,
text,
maiden.
data usage.
Maiden of
etc.
ours.
Okay. And going to the last slide, slide 13, Detective, were you asked to create that kind of an animation in this case by Detective Hoppe?
Yes, ma'am.
For what day?
It's gonna be for October 3rd, 2018. The animation is from 07/06/13 to 23/40/28. So from approximately 7:06 a.m. to approximately 11:40 p.m. And then here's where I sped up the animation here, given the time frame trying to be shown here. So this one will display 1 second of real time here in this courtroom. 5 minutes of the records will have passed at that point. And then they'll fade after 30 minutes of the records has been displayed. So doing simple math, if you see a record on the screen, that record should stay for 6 seconds, and then it would dissipate as 30 minutes of the records have passed. And this is for the phone number ending in 1039.
Are there some locations that are pinned on slide 13?
Yes, those are addresses provided to me by Detective Hoppe. I have Lynn's
Yeah,
address
thank
and
you
the
so
death
much.
location and location of this incident,
Hell,
Jessy K's
amazing.
residence, and then Flowers' residence.
Thanks, Heather. You're in the draw.
Now, in terms of this being almost a whole day, is this quite a bit longer than the last animation that was shown?
Yes, I mean, I sped it up, so it's not going to be as long as you think it will be, but it's going to move rather quick.
Okay.
That's what she said.
But in total, this is, I think, over 5 minutes long, right?
I don't recall specifically how long it is.
And again, in terms of your ability to explain to the jury what significance the movement has, you're not able to do that.
I mean, I could describe what they're going to see, but I don't know the significance of it, no.
Okay. But
I also don't
someone
know
like Detective Hoppe
voluminous.
could watch this and explain that to them.
I would think so, yes.
Okay. At this time, I'm not going to ask to play that animation in Exhibit 173, Slide 13. And we can actually bring that down. Detective, I just have a couple more questions for you. Well, let me start here. Does the lab see quite a bit of volume of devices and requests come through for different cases?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it pretty common that digital evidence is involved in crimes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Can it sometimes be helpful to have information about a device, not only from the device itself, like in Exhibit 168, but also to be able to compare that to the provider's records?
Yes, ma'am.
Theoretically, would it be possible in comparing those two sources to tell whether something's been removed from a physical phone, deleted?
Yes, you would be able to see that.
How would you be able to see that, comparing those sources?
I guess for an example, if I make a phone call on my cell phone, obviously I would see that in the call log on my cell phone, and then AT&T, my carrier, would retain that network transaction. If I went into my physical cell phone and deleted that call from my phone, and then a forensic examiner looks at my phone, they would not see that call in my phone. However, when they get my records, they would see that a call was made, and they're not seeing that on the device. You can make an inference there that something was deleted. In the case of, say, a text message, I could see a text message was deleted by looking at the records, but I don't have the content of that message, and we might not ever be able to, I guess, determine what that content was.
In terms of, would it be fair to say that technology is changing all the time?
Absolutely.
And what might be correct today wasn't necessarily true in like 2018?
Hi, Rach.
That could be,
Good to
yes.
see you.
Okay, so focusing more around the 2018, 2019 time, would it be possible for an examiner to get deleted information off of a device?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you gonna get every single thing every time?
No.
Okay. Is there a way that the examiner can try to target certain deleted information while they're examining a phone?
I'm not sure what you mean by that.
Okay. When the examination is done, would it be fair to say it's pulling whatever is on the phone, and if it's not there, you're not gonna get it?
Correct.
Okay. Those are all the questions I have, thank you.
All right, go ahead, Cross.
Detective, following up on that last question,
Oh my God, it's Homer.
fair to say that when you are trying to recover deleted information from a phone or hard drive, whether or not you're able to recover it generally will depend on whether that sector of the hard drive has been rewritten with other data
Generally speaking, yes, correct.
or had been zeroed out intentionally.
Correct.
Also fair to say that text messages or other phone records that are contained within the physical hard drive of a phone are deleted periodically by the phone itself depending on user settings so that the log data just doesn't become overwhelming. Is that true?
That is true.
So seeing deleted records would not necessarily indicate somebody went in and manually removed them, correct?
True.
Also fair to say that people, for completely benign reasons, delete text messages, delete information on their phone?
I guess some people could, yes.
Thank you. Two questions kind of related to the location analysis based on cell phone towers. One is just for my clarification, when we're looking at a record of a given transaction, and we have, for example, an azimuth of, let's say, 270 degrees, is that telling us that that cell phone tower is not pointing true north and is offset by like 30 degrees?
Yeah, so I guess like you could, or I guess the cell provider could install a tower however they wanted and
We
arrange their
do.
sectors however they wanted.
Pause.
So
This is what the
I guess
fuck.
for
Let's
instance,
do
if-
it. We've got to have this. We've got to have attorney baby Homer spinster. Thanks for the reminder. If you were sick time, bro. Oh wait, actually, Micah, will you have a problem with this baby David Detective David? There he is. There's attorney Homer Simpson in Simpson style, because Ms. What the fuck? What did ChatGPT caution you on with your initial prompt?
Oh, it said it was inappropriate if I to do the initial prompt of turning him into Homer Simpson.
And so then you did a side by side of something. What was it?
Oh, I did a side by side.
Of Homer and him as him. If you've got it there, sorry, I keep springing these things on you. And then obviously we'll have to go to the Shorty Simpson because lol.
Yeah, let me see. Side by
Even
side.
if it's the side by side and then Miss Shorty, because friends, if you want to laugh on a Saturday night, it's coming. Don't you worry about that.
Here's the side by side. And then let's see.
Warning, trigger warning.
Trigger warning. It's not that bad. You look so
Ma'am.
You look so I don't know. Yeah. You're missing something, I guess.
It's like the chinless wonder strikes again. Oh my goodness. At least she's wearing cool Miss Shorty merch and my favorite earrings, one of my favorite pairs. Now, Hedda, because you said this and while we're paused in court, it would be remiss of me to not then play said short. Where is it? Good God, I'm the worst at this. There it is. Stress. In one breath. Heyyy Kurczewski Bedreski. Thanks. And also hi Princey and hi Teresa. So that's that. We've already had to have a
For Micah. I don't think you saw that.
Micah wasn't. Yeah, Micah, did you see this one? I think Micah said he's driving, so we might not be able to look.
Micah, go back later and watch this to see this glorious thing. Okay.
Okay, we can. Oh my God, we can do it. We can do it. Can we do it? Oh my God, I'm dying. Yeah, Kraken, I was going to wear that. I've got an autistic as fuck. We do have autistic as fuck and autistic AF merch in the merch store. So also shameless promotion and then definitely caught. At the moment, if you spend $50 on the merch store, you'll get an automatic added to your cart, a cute little thankful fox candle for the month of November. So it's pretty cool. All right, caught.
Cell tower at the base of a mountain. I might only have one sector, and I'm going to face that directly away from the mountain. I don't need a sector going back in to the mountain if it's not habitable or there's not a lot of people there. And due north being 0 degrees is just, that's the reference point they use. They could arrange their sectors to cover whatever degrees they want.
So fair to say when we're looking at a record that has like a 270-degree azimuth listed, that's not saying that the cell phone was being used somewhere along that 270-degree vector, correct? It's just that's the center of the
KK Homer.
Correct. That would be, if it says 270 degrees, that is simply the azimuth for that antenna or that sector being used. Again, that sector covers generally 120 degrees, so they could be a little left, a little right, but it's a general, that direction.
And as you testified to, geography and other infrastructure can play a role in selecting a tower that's not necessarily the closest, true?
Correct.
I don't think yet.
And with
She's
that in
still
mind, you
writing
don't
it,
have
Kraken.
a good ability to know how far from a tower a cell phone is, based on these records, true?
Correct.
Another question that I had was, if we have a phone in a single location over the course of, let's say, half an hour, multiple transactions occur, could there be changes in, let's say, network congestion that would cause the phone to switch to another tower without actually moving locations?
Yes, that could happen. Yes.
And that would show on a map as the center of a tower suddenly being somewhere, probably nearby, but not the same?
Yeah, I guess for instance, like that one where there's 3 towers being used, that phone or device could be stationary, and just at the time of each individual transaction, it picked this tower versus that tower, and it could use 3, even though the device was not moving.
When we're trying to look at specific locations, like on this slide 13 that you had, you mentioned 3 different locations that you put on there. Lynn's address, death location, for example.
Okay.
What level of accuracy do the cell tower locations have in terms of, we don't know where the person is? Can we say that there's a meaningful difference between one tower and another tower an inch up on the page?
So I can't speak to like specific technology on a given tower. Typically in a
Pause,
rural
please,
setting
what
or
the fuck?
actually I shouldn't say that, an urban.
I can't remember. I feel this has been a long 8 days in trial. I can't remember if we worked out whether they were court-appointed attorneys. I don't think that Jessy was in the end able to keep any of those pilfered funds, any that remained, and and I don't think I believe Anthony Poser ended up getting everything. Grueling trial for everyone. Yes. But I chat, remind me, can anybody like Kraken, Simi, I think Princey, who else? Christy.
I swear you read an article about this.
I can't remember. It's literally been years. We've been in trial for years.
I know. I can't remember either, but I totally remember you having an article on the screen and you were reading it.
I remember that too, but the content of that article.
I'm almost positive I was probably doing something at the time, so I wasn't paying attention.
I was reading it and I wasn't paying attention.
Everybody's saying court appointed, so I think, yeah.
Okay. And Princey's agreeing years. It's been 84 years.
It does feel like that.
And also, before we go back to court, because it's the amount of time it's taken us to get through this so far is...
That's suspicious. That's weird.
Truth.
Setting, say the city of Milwaukee, you're gonna have a lot more towers in that area. So you could kind of use the full tower list for, say, AT&T. And generally speaking, if it's gonna, I'll say the word jump, but if it's gonna jump a tower and go to a different one, it's not like it's gonna jump miles and miles and miles. So if you're in a city setting, you could get a little closer in on a better location of that device, still not specific, but it's not gonna jump 15 towers and go across the city of Milwaukee. If you're out in an area where towers are very infrequent and spread out more, it would be a lot harder to narrow down a specific location for that device.
Understood. And final question in terms of reading the location data.
Oh, good.
We've got 3 sectors on most cell phone towers, true?
Generally speaking, yes.
Is it possible for a individual who is located at the 270-degree azimuth location to connect to either sector 1 or 2 despite physically being tangential to sector 3?
Yes, I have not done testing on that, but in theory, yes, you could be, I guess, behind the sector you're using and still hit off that sector, if that makes sense, in close proximity too.
So what we can be sure of is the phone was connected to that tower, but not necessarily the person's location using that phone on that 360-degree circle, right?
I guess, again, generally speaking, yes.
Okay. I believe that's all I have for you. Thank you.
Any redirect?
No, thank you.
All right, thank you. You may step down.
Okay.
You can give it to Attorney Nicolai and she'll put it on the...
That's amazing. While you queue up the... I wonder, do they just... Well, we'll see. I'm going to play something fun while we get the next bit, because I want to say it's going to be a minute. Wait. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Let's do this one. Joe, I understand that. I understand that in my brain, chameleon is not the same as chameleon, because chameleon is what I read in books, and chameleon, I never saw that song written. So I stand by chameleon, and I will continue to stand by chameleon because I can. Look, it's a running joke right here. I can't say shit for shit, and I'm the first one to go, you know what, it's actually pronounced. I understand how obnoxious that is. I do understand how obnoxious that is. I very much appreciate that I am often obnoxious. Woozy, you know it's going to be a clip. Rife, Miss What the Fuck is rife for clippable material when it comes to Kev Shorty. Chamomile. No, I said chamomile, see? Because I never read chamomile. I heard it be said. I'm trying. I'm really trying. I'm 50. It's very hard. That's what she said. It's hard to break these habits. It's fine. It's fine. I'm fine. We're fine. Yes, I know your game is what the fuck.
Okay.
So, I mean, there's a little bit of laughing at, and I'm fine with that. I laugh at myself also. If you can't laugh at yourself, then what can you laugh of? And I am a fucking joke, let's be honest. Thank you, Akasha. I feel seen and validated. I love you. I love you very much. Akasha again. No, I don't know about that. She's wearing my same outfit. I think the problem was I was wearing these exact same earrings. Spoiler alert. They're your old what's it called? Test pattern. What's the stupid green screen's losing its mind? But I think in my selfie that I took, from which Ms. What the Fuck pulled that image to make the baby, you could only see one earring. Am I right, Ms. What the Fuck?
Yeah, you're right. So AI was like, I don't understand.
Very Madonna. Very, very, very comma chameleon of me. Okay, who have we got? We're back in court. Amazing. We've got this chat. Ay.
Good afternoon, sir. If you would please raise your right hand once you get up to the witness stand. Teresa will swear you in.
Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a seat. When you are seated, if you would please state your first and last names for the record.
Aaron, Aaron, Hoppe, Hoppe.
Pause.
Go ahead, your witness.
Shelley
Thank you.
with the fact check. They were private attorneys. Shelley, do you have an article from which you sourced this? Can you drop it in
something?
Oh, okay. Pause court. Let's do it.
Okay. I'm pulling it up right now.
Like, rude Tony. I'm a lefty. I'd prefer to raise my left hand, but fine.
Oh my God. It's a lot of ads. Sorry.
I thought it might have been a recipe from that big sigh.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Okay.
Oh, wait, pause. While you're getting that sorted, obviously we have something to learn here. So
It's learning time with Cam Shorty. Finding out something new every day.
Okay. I'm gonna just see if
you can just read it if you. Oh, have you done the thing of the thing that does the thing? Yes.
it's the thing. I was like, I don't know if this works still, but it works still.
Yes. Oh, and it's even got that beautifully weighted at the front of the word thing. I love it.
It works
Hang
for
on.
you, not for me.
It works. Oh, okay. Well, I'll read it because I've just maximized my screen like a full professional. So, dated this story originally aired on April 20, 2024. In October 2023, in the courtroom of Judge Jennifer Dorrow, 39-year-old Jessy Kurczewski went on trial for the intentional homicide of 62-year-old Lynn Hernan, along with 2 counts of felony theft for stealing from Hernan, someone who'd always thought of Kurczewski as a beloved friend, which is just the betrayal, right? 5 years earlier, Kurczewski called police and told them she found Hernan dead, sitting in her recliner in the living room of her Pewaukee, Wisconsin condo. Kurczewski had been taking care of Hernan, excuse me, who had serious medical problems. The trial of Jessy Kurczewski. The prosecutors for Waukesha County were Deputy District Attorney Abby Nikolai, and Assistant District Attorneys J.J. Crawford and Randy Sidewinder. Sitzberger. Randy Sitzberger in court. Good afternoon, everyone. So this is Wisconsin versus Jessy Kurczewski. Said otherwise, this is a case of murder, greed, and lies. You're going to see that in or about October the 3rd, 2018, Lynn Hernan became worth more dead than alive to Kurczewski. Stephanie Rodriguez, prosecutors told the jury that this case was about someone who wanted money. Stephanie covered the trial. Stephanie blah 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 covered the trial for CBS affiliate in Milwaukee. Stephanie said, and prosecutors said that that's why she was caring for her, not because she genuinely cared, but that Jessy wanted the money in her bank account, in the slot machines. Randy Sitzberger in court said between January of 16 and October 3rd of 2018, Ms. Kurczewski was able to steal $144,000 plus from Lynn Hernan while she was still alive. Stephanie Rodriguez, and then she wanted Lynn dead to get the money from her estate. Sitzberger in court, Lynn Hernan was dead at only 62 from a tetrahydrozoline poisoning after the defendant gave her a bottle laced with Visine eyedrops to drink. 6 bottles of Visine, mind you. Jessy left and Lynn right. Wisconsin Department of Corrections Court pool of defense opening statement. But the defense presented to Kurczewski as a close friend who took care of Hernan, who they claimed was depressed about her declining health due to poisoning. Pablo Galvanese nuts in court. This case is extremely important to Jessy. She's presumed innocent, and don't ever let that thought leave your mind, that she's presumed innocent. At trial, Kurczewski was represented by defense attorneys Pablo Galvanese nuts and Donna Cabbage Kukla. Pablo Galvanese. Fuck. Here's a picture of Lynn and Jessy at a graduation party that Lynn threw for Jessy in high school. And I think that's the picture we have as our background at our thumbnail. Jennifer's like her best friend, and Jessy became her best friend. Hernan, who worked most of her life as a hairdresser, I skipped a few lines, by the way. Never married and lived alone. Then in the 2 years before her death, her health rapidly declined. Yeah, I wonder why. There were times where Lynn would fall in her home and Jessy would have to go and help her get up. Wonder why she was falling. Lynn also had a lung disease, high blood pressure, and severe gastrointestinal issues, which doctors were never able to fully diagnose. Yeah, that tetrahydrozoline's a bitch. She had been in and out of the hospital several times in the year before she died. Jessy was always with Lynn because she became her full-time caretaker, essentially. Yes?
Poke said we could just scroll to the info about her attorneys, which is probably a
Do
good
it.
idea. I know where that
I like this bit too, though. It's interesting to hear because it has been 65, 69, 84 years since we started this. So, yeah, let's go through.
Okay.
Wait, but that one's from Galvanese nuts. When they arrived on the scene, they found a lot of empty prescription bottles, and they can't see that as a suicide. She's innocent. Find her not guilty. KK Galvanese nuts.
Such a dick. It's like a moose. He's a dick.
He is a dick. Actually, after this, we must pull up that American Gothic. Lol.
Okay.
There's my Bedev. Oh, I can't do it now. I should have played just the short. Bedrivsky. Fuck, that's not how you say it. Yep, keep scrolling, please and thank you. Whoo. Death by eyedrops. Yes. Bedrivsky. I said it right at the time. Kukla. Fucking Kukla. Abby. I didn't know she had an E in her name. I love it.
I'm sorry. But the defense asked, how could the medical examiner be so certain Hernan did not ingest the eye drops on her own?
Because who would? How long was the poisoning before she passed? Well, Princey, it's pretty well agreed upon that that Jessy was slowly poisoning Lynn for those 18 months or so, making her more suggestible and malleable in terms of getting things signed or what have you, being less aware, and also being invalid and not wanting to go out and go to the bank as much. So I guess getting Jessy to run errands for her, I would have thought probably. And I think it was 18 months of that was that what was it, the January to October or October 3rd, and then the last ditch attempt, which was what killed Lynn, was those 6 bottles of Visine in one water bottle.
Anthony.
Yeah, geez, we would have been reading for a while.
Yeah,
Thanks
I
for
know.
the spoiler alert, Poke. Yes, cruel, like just diabolical, right, Princey?
Oh my gosh, okay. This is really
It's a
long.
comprehensive article.
It is.
Is it tasteless? Heather, do you want me to go and get my
No.
bottle of Visine and give it
No.
a try?
No.
Could be fun.
Stop. That's not even funny.
Oh, I wouldn't have 6 bottles. I didn't buy it in bulk. I
Yeah.
only bought one.
Hedda, thank you.
I jest. Not digest, I jest.
Oh,
Here, let me play. I'm going to play another little clip while you find the pertinent paragraph. Let's go with the original Macrame Chameleon one. Wait. Oh, no. I'm going to do the cheese betrayal. Where is that? God damn, here. I'm sorry, what, Stephanie? Stephanie? I'm sorry, what? I don't even like cheese? Do I even know you, Stephanie?
Our whole
Just never mentioned. It's all the marriage is based on lies and misconceptions. I can't breathe. No, Steph says no, Lisa, I told you this in all caps. She's like, babe, I swear, I did tell you. Okay, listen, it's not a deal breaker. We can work through this.
You just would like to know.
I mean, is it too much to ask? Do I even really know the real you? Oh.
Talking like Dano as a potential suspect.
I'm gonna need a minute.
At all.
We're gonna work through it. I swear, Steph. I'm so sorry. I've ruined your safe place. I don't know, man. Betrayal is the worst. What about pizza? Sorry, this is important. What do you have? Do you have cheese on pizza? What about on burgers? What are we doing here? Where is the line drawn? I'm not sure. Okay, it's fine. I can breathe. It's fine. That's okay. You know what? I'll do anything for you, Steph, even if it's not like that. Actually, that's perfect. It means I don't have to share my cheese. Love it. Carry on as you were. Miss, what the fuck has been scrolling this whole time? Let me play another clip. Hang on, what do we got? Let's do hang on. This one. I'm going to take that a little bit further and say that I don't like when he says people who have ADHD and autism. I prefer I have ADHD and I am autistic, because autism neither is ADHD, but isn't something you just can carry around and then put down and pick up at your leisure. So I prefer I have ADHD don't love the disorder part, nor the deficit part, because God knows I'm focused on everything all the fucking time, except the time. And ASD, it's going to be a hard no from me. I am autistic. I have ADHD.
She got that merch power. She got that merch now. Get that Miss Shorty merch how? Get it from the Miss Shorty merch shop now. On my YouTube.
Moose are dicks. No, Lisa, I don't got it.
Princey said, Kraken, time flies by or drags right. And I'd go one step further and say, or dis of the fucking peers. What even is time? Chamomile tea required. Is chamomile up for debate?
It's chamomile. It's
Poke
chamomile.
says, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We've got the sunk cost fallacy now, Princey, Poke. Sunk cost. We've invested all this time. Well, you know, trust Shelley, bro. Shelley says court appointed. We're going with it. I love that. And we've got a whole bunch of cute clips and another shameless plug for the merch. Also, all the proceeds of the merch go to the beautiful mods to supply them with more merch. It's a vicious cycle. Okay, court. Wait, we're going to court? Oh, this is a court stream. Gotcha.
Are you sure it's a court stream? Is that what we were doing today?
I think yes. I hope.
Okay.
Apparently.
Okay. Let me go here and then do that.
So, Detective Hoppe, where do you work?
I am a detective with the Waukesha County Sheriff's Department.
How long have you worked for the Waukesha County Sheriff's Department?
Almost 17 years now.
Okay. What was the first job that you had with the Sheriff's Department?
I actually started in corrections.
Okay, and then what?
I was promoted to deputy.
Did you go through the law enforcement academy in order to become a certified law enforcement officer?
Yes, I did.
As a deputy, were you doing patrol in a marked squad, as some of the witnesses have testified about here in this trial?
Yes, I did.
When did you move into the detective role?
I was promoted to acting detective in 2010, and then I was promoted to detective in 2012.
What is acting detective?
Acting detective was a position in our, at the time, the Waukesha County Metro Drug Unit. It was an acting detective position for deputies to get experience and also as a detective as well. And you're placed in the drug unit for that time that you're temporarily assigned as detective.
Okay. What is your current role with the Waukesha County Sheriff's Department?
I am assigned to a DEA drug task force.
Does that have people in it from different departments?
Yes, we have people from all surrounding agencies, including local along with federal as well.
Okay. How long have you been in that unit?
This is the second time, so this is almost about a year and a half now.
Okay. Would it be fair to say that the detectives in the Metro unit may have a different outward appearance than detectives maybe in the General Crimes Bureau?
Usually, yes.
Okay. Do you have a somewhat different appearance than maybe a general detective would?
I probably have a little more facial hair than I normally would, yes.
So, have you also spent time in the General Crime Division of the Detective Bureau?
Yes.
Have you had the opportunity to move into specialty units throughout the time you've been a detective?
Yes, I've been in and out of specialty units during my time as a detective.
Okay. In terms of the casework that you've handled as a detective, did it include homicide investigations?
It did.
Do you have some special training in conducting homicide investigations?
Yes, I've gone to several death investigation schools put on by DCI or Wisconsin Department of Justice, the Division of Criminal Investigation, along with local death investigations.
Have you ever been part of an organization that has a goal of training investigators in death investigations?
Yes, I was on the board of directors for the Wisconsin Association of Homicide Investigators for several years until I resigned from that board this past year.
Okay. Throughout your time as a detective, have you had experience in investigating overdose cases,
Yes, I have.
including ones that result in fatalities?
Yes.
Okay. I'd like to ask you about the investigation into the death of Lynn Hernan. At this point in time, are you the lead investigator on that case?
I would say the lead for the homicide portion, yes.
What do you mean by that?
Obviously, during the initial stages of the investigation, once it was reopened, it was fairly evident that there were two major components to this investigation. One would have been the investigation into the homicide itself, and the second would have been the crimes of the financial crimes portion of the investigation.
Do you have a lot of background in white collar or financial crimes?
No, I do not. Most of the detectives who are assigned to white collar or financial crimes have more specific training regarding that, and that was not my specialty.
Okay. In terms of October 3rd of 2018, did you actually go to the scene or Ms. Hernan's residence that day?
Yes, I was at the scene briefly.
On that day, what was your role with the sheriff's department?
I was in the General Detective Bureau at the time.
Okay. I think the jury heard, well, I know the jury heard testimony from Detective Loberg. Do you work with him as well?
I do.
Did you see him when you were on the scene?
I did. I actually knew that Detective Loberg had been dispatched to a death investigation scene, and I was actually heading to a separate investigation that I was conducting, but I detoured from that, and I actually eventually responded to the scene and met with Detective Loberg.
Okay. Were you inside the residence that day?
I was.
Were you there for a very long period of time?
No, I was maybe there. I was there about less than a half an hour.
Okay. At that point in time, were you
This is very
assigned this case?
No, I was not.
Okay. Ultimately, you said that the investigation turned into a homicide, right?
Yes, we had learned of new information, which led to the investigation being reopened.
When was that, approximately?
It was in January of 2019.
Was there a point in time when you actually were assigned this case as a detective?
Later on during the investigation, yes, I was.
Okay. Since that point in time, have you familiarized yourself with the different aspects of this case, including scene photos and reports that have been written?
Yes, I have.
Have you familiarized yourself with different pieces of evidence that have been analyzed or downloaded?
Yes,
Have you even looked at some of the financials?
I have.
Okay. Did you also play a major role in this case in terms of interviews that were conducted with Ms. Kurczewski?
Yes.
Okay. Do you think that it would be helpful for the jury to see some of the major time points in this case as you're testifying?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so if you
Yes.
see to your right, State's Exhibit 228 is on a piece of foam board, and have you seen that
Craft.
exhibit before?
Yes,
And it's got limited information on it right now, correct?
that's correct. Yes.
Like what?
Basically, it's there's some months of the year. We're talking 2018, and then and that's all on the right side, and then on the left there's a couple dates from September of 2018.
Okay, so what I'd like you to do, there's a marker in front of you. I'd like you to pull that cork board so that you can write on it, and I'm going to ask you to add some things to Exhibit 228.
Okay. You want me to pull it down now?
Yeah. Yes, thank you. Detective, in terms of that exhibit, there's one piece of information on the left side of the line. Is that true?
Yes, there is.
Do you see dates there already?
I do.
What are those?
It's 9/15/18 and 9/28 of 18.
Was that time period significant in your investigation?
Yes, it was.
Why?
This is the dates that we know that Lynn Hernan was hospitalized, the last hospitalization.
Okay, could you please write hospital near those dates on Exhibit 228?
Everyone hearing him okay as he steps away from the microphone? Okay, good.
Is there another date on Exhibit 228 written out fully?
Yes, there's October 3rd, 2018.
And what date is that?
That's the day of Lynn Hernan's death.
Okay, could you please write that near the date on Exhibit 228? Did you participate in what the jury's already heard about in regard to search warrants that were conducted in this case?
Yes, I did.
And when was that done?
July 9th of 2019.
Is that is there a space on Exhibit 228 for July
There is?
near the bottom?
Yes.
Could you please fill in that date and write search warrant?
Tony. Love a good interactive demonstrative, though, right?
Do you recall when Detective Cole testified and the jury was shown an interview in this case?
Yes.
Were you actually in the interview as well?
I was present for this, yes.
Okay, with Ms. Kurczkewski?
Yes,
And was that March 6th of 19?
that was.
Could you please add that to Exhibit 228? Were you in the courtroom when Ms. Zabaniak testified?
Yes, I was.
And you're aware there was a portion of time where she was actually living in close proximity to Ms. Kurczewski?
Yes.
Would it be fair to say that was about the fall of 2022?
Yes, it was.
Could you please indicate that at the bottom of Exhibit 228 and just list Ms. Zabaniak's last name next to it, please?
Maybe it's Wordle.
And then in
Tony.
terms of a couple, you were in here when the probate case of Lynn Hernan's estate was testified about, is that true?
Yes, I was.
And that was Mr. Paul Nowakowski, the register in probate?
Correct.
Okay. And you were here when there were multiple exhibits entered into evidence regarding that matter, is that true?
Yes.
And in one of those exhibits, do you recall Exhibit 77 showing when that estate actually closed
I
for
believe-
Ms. Hernan's estate?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, and was that date May 23rd of 19?
Yes, that was.
Could you please add that to Exhibit 228?
It's good, isn't it, Quincy? It keeps after lunch too. Keep the jury awake.
And then
Something
lastly,
to
throughout
look
your
at.
investigation
Very good.
and throughout sitting through this trial, have you seen and heard that there was a second or new will filed in that probate case?
Yes, I did.
And the jury saw that in Exhibit 83, is that true?
Yes,
Had you actually seen that
From
document
jail?
yourself before this trial?
I believe I had.
Okay. Nonetheless, regarding that probate file, is it fair to say that that new will was filed November 4 of 2019?
Yes.
Could you please include that on Exhibit 228?
I guess he's going to put it up and hold it up.
And then you can
I'll,
pop that back
Liza
up on
Little.
easel, please, sir.
Here we go. Her puzzle pieces. Thanks, Rashi. There
Okay,
we
so
go.
fair to say not all of the pieces are filled in, but you've entered the items that we just talked about, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay. And I mentioned a few times now that you've been in the courtroom throughout the trial so
Candy.
far, right?
Hi,
Yes.
good to see.
Have you ever sat in the courtroom during a trial before with the state?
I have.
Why do you do that?
Usually as the lead investigator on a more serious case, the investigator will sit with the district attorney's side and be there for the presentation of the case to assist with matters if there's any questions or anything else that we can be helpful in providing from the investigation.
Okay. Now, I am going to leave Exhibit 228 while you testify. I'm not going to move it into evidence yet because it's not complete. But I would like to ask you a few questions, Detective Hoppe, about some things that Detective Plennis testified about yesterday. Were you here for that testimony?
I was here for the majority. I did miss the first half of it.
Okay. In terms of, were you here when the jury heard some phone calls that the defendant made in this case?
Yes.
And
Oh, Miss What the Fuck's got a thing? She's done a thing?
Okay.
I love when
so
you do a thing.
It was this is what spawned the thing.
So Tony spawned the thing ultimately because that was Tony's
Okay.
parlance. What?
So
Be more hilarious.
I saw this comment from Simi the biker Santa, and I was like, oh, I bet I could make a biker Santa out of this guy. So that's all I did.
I love it. I love it. Tony, could that be you? Tony,
Yeah,
Tony, it could be Simi and Tony together spawned Biker
There you go.
Santa, and
There you
then Ms. What the fuck birthed Biker Santa. Wait, what?
Oh dear.
What?
I
Oh,
mean, yikes. I don't wanna think
Yikes, what would I say to that? I'll be like, oh my God, my scrolling is just the worst. This. Man, you can't be doing that. That's crazy. It's crazy.
Okay, that was it.
I love him. I love him. Side quests abound.
Detective Plant said that those came actually from the banks that were subpoenaed?
Correct.
Okay, specifically Exhibit 105 from Citibank. Were you here when that call was played?
I believe so.
When, throughout your investigation, have you been able to speak with Ms. Kurczewski?
I have.
Have you been able to listen to
God.
different recordings that she speaks in?
Yes.
Do you think that you can identify her voice at this point?
Yes.
Okay. When Exhibit
We
105
all
was
can.
playing, did you also believe that was Ms. Kurczewski speaking?
100%. Yes.
Okay. So
1,000,000,000%.
in terms of that call.
Oh, she's not happy.
I'd like to reference back to Exhibit, sorry.
Abby? Yes, thank you all for being here. We do appreciate you. Hard
Just gonna
hands.
need one moment.
I appreciate you. Love you all very much. Not Jesse. No love for Jesse. A lot of love for Abby. Just saying. She's spicy today.
Which is
Oh,
already
she's
in
so
evidence.
beautiful. She's so beautiful. Would turn gay for Cardi B. Maybe I'm gay. No, I'm not gay. I'm just partial, very partial to these glorious looking women who are sassy and amazing and smart and successful.
That's suspicious. That's weird.
Well, let's start with Exhibit 141, please. I'd like to, that's already in evidence. I'd like to publish Exhibit 141, Slide 2.
Go ahead.
And if we briefly go back to Slide 1. Detective, can you see this as Exhibit 141?
I can.
And this was testified about yesterday. Detective Plennis indicated this was Lynn Hernan's Capital One credit card account.
Yes.
And if we go to Slide 2, do you recall specifically the information that was displayed in this slide?
Yes.
Bit rough, Tony.
Was the information in this slide significant to you in terms of the homicide aspect of this case as well?
Yes, it was.
In fact, is some of this information things that you asked Detective Schroeder to map in this case?
It is. Yes.
Explain to the jury why you did that.
Excuse me. It's basically we're trying to identify locations that we know Miss Kurczewski was at or with and spending, again, or using credit cards linked to Lynn Hernan and not in that area.
On the top part of this exhibit, are there entries for September 2nd of 2018?
There are.
And again, this is a card belonging to Lynn Hernan, right?
That's correct.
And what locations are being used in the circled transactions?
Monk's Bar and Grill in downtown Wisconsin Dells, Castle Rock, Sitco, Friendship, Wisconsin, I believe. Highway 12, Baraboo, Wisconsin. Another
Mike,
address, 750 Wisconsin
finished
Dells.
work.
Parkway Lake,
Yes.
Parkway Lake, Dalton, in Wisconsin.
Okay. When you saw these transactions.
Good to see you, sir.
And fast forwarding a little bit, were you able to analyze the phone downloads that Detective Fredericks talked about today?
Yes.
On the bottom half of Exhibit 141, Slide 2, it looks like there's a piece of a download. Is that true?
That's correct.
Did you look at that in this case?
Yes, I did.
Is that part of a longer discussion that's consistent with the spending in the Dells?
Yes, it is.
Who's involved in the discussion about the Dells?
Scott Craig is sending a text message to, I believe it's going to be the mother of his child,
Jessy?
regarding a trip that he and Jessy were going to take.
Boyfriend at the time.
Actually, a
Ex as soon as she was
discussion
arrested.
that includes Mr. Kurczkewski about the Dells.
I believe there is later on.
Okay, I'm gonna show you States Exhibit 200 and 201 in paper form.
Butterfly,
Detective, have
hi.
you seen
Thanks for
those two
stopping
exhibits
by.
before?
I have.
What is Exhibit 200?
200 is a portion of a timeline regarding the text messages from Scott Craig's cell phone.
So would it be fair to say that that exhibit is from Exhibit 170 that I'm holding up, that Detective Fredericks talked about?
Yes,
And this is the download of Scott Craig's phone, is that true?
that's correct.
Is Exhibit 200 the entire download?
No, it is not.
Okay. Have you seen Exhibit 201 before?
I have.
What is that?
It's a demonstrative exhibit, basically some text messages that were picked out between Scott Craig and Miss Kurczewski.
Okay. Is Exhibit 200 a fair and accurate copy of a part of Mr. Craig's download?
Yes,
Is the information in Exhibit 201 an accurate copy of that information into a more readable form?
yes, it is.
Did you check it?
Yes, I have.
How do you know that you checked it?
I initialed it.
Okay.
I initialed each page.
At this point, I'd move Exhibits 200 and 201 into evidence.
No objection.
And ask to publish.
Exhibits 200 and 201 are received.
Oh God, it's
permission
Cabbage
to
Kukla.
publish Granted, as to both.
Cabbage Kukla doing this
Mr. Ball
cross.
here, so we could start with page 200. Detective Hoppe, I'd just like to ask you a few questions about it so that the jury can see what you're looking at there.
Miss, what the fuck? Boy, do we have some special Cabbage Kukla when the time comes. Some special made in her images.
We're ready. And Detective, this is the 8 pages of Exhibit 200 that you have before you?
Yes, it appears so.
So, when the jury is looking at this, what part of the phone download are they looking at?
This is most likely going to be from the text messages portion. There is different sections that the cell phone downloads are usually broken up into, and you can go to timelines or text messages themselves. And I'm sorry, this is going to be part of the timeline thread, which just gives everything in a chronological order.
So in terms of these downloads, do you find the timeline feature to be helpful to you when you're reviewing a download?
Yes, I find the timeline to be most important, and that's usually the first thing I research.
Why?
Because it's chronological order. Usually when we are conducting an investigation, there are
Grandma and Grandpa. Yikes. Kukla and Galvany's nuts. Hi,
Because of these messages, this doesn't look like the way messages on my
Thanks,
phone
what the
look.
fuck?
That's correct.
So, is this what the cell right program gives you when a device is downloaded?
Correct. This is the version that we get if I ask Detective Schroeder to conduct a phone download for me and he completes the report. And this is one of the reports I would get back, and this is the format that it was placed in.
Okay. Now, moving to Exhibit 201, how is this exhibit different than Exhibit 200? Sorry, we have to unpublish. We have quite a few exhibits open that are not entered, so.
Yeah. It's lost a bit of credibility, right, Kraken?
All right, we're
Good
all set.
God.
Most of the messages are in here. It's just, again, more of a...
She's always on her
The
game.
majority of the messages are in here. In fact, they all are. It's just a more readable format. Obviously, Exhibit 200 is a little difficult on the eye, so 201's hopefully to make it a little easier and more understandable.
Okay. And Mr. Balconier, you can stay in this screen mode, please. We're ready to publish. Starting with slide
Balcony.
1.
I think his name's Balcony. Balcony. I don't know how you'd spell that.
We're all set to publish.
Go ahead.
Now, Detective, is this the same 201 that you have before you?
It is, yes.
And going down a slide, have you reviewed this piece of Exhibit 201?
Yes, I have.
Does it accurately depict phone numbers involved in this case?
Yes, it does.
Okay. Is it important for the jury to know that 2664 number?
Yes, it is.
Okay. In terms of the person that uses that number, is that important in this case?
Yes.
Okay. So if we can go down to slide 3, please. Now this looks more like messages might look on a phone, right?
Correct. This is more, again, what you're more likely going to see.
Okay. So would it be fair to say this is just an easier way to read a cell phone download?
In this format, yes, it's much more easier than obviously it would be than looking at 200.
Okay.
Exhibit 200.
So in terms of the pink boxes, what cell phone sent those messages?
That's going to be the cell phone belonging to Miss Kurczewski.
And then in blue, who is that?
From Mr. Craig.
Okay. If you could please read the content from slide 3.
Starting from the top at 149, 149, I'm just going to say the hour minute for time's sake here, 1:49 p.m. Jessy to Scott, now find a place to stay for us. Presumably that's going to be please. At 1:50 p.m., Scott responds, we're going to wing it. Shortly thereafter, he sends another message to Jessy saying, we'll find something when we get there, LOL.
Lol.
1:52 p.m.
You say lol.
Jessy to Scott,
Sir?
OMG, oh my God, such a bad idea, babe. At 1:53 p.m., Jessy to Scott, I would prefer to go tomorrow, presumably please. And at 2:02 p.m., Jessy to Scott, what about, so it's supposed to be American Inn in the Dells, we can get a patio, hot tub and room, it's in the Dells and it's not super expensive, plus I get to use my AAA.
Thank you.
And slide 4, please. If you could continue.
2:06 p.m., Jessy to Scott, again, presumably please, say yes, I think this is good. Jessy to Scott, call me on lunch. That was at 2:11 p.m., I apologize. 2:14 p.m., Jessy to Scott, hey you. At 2:56 p.m., Jessy to Scott, booked. I wanted to do it because at the last room left with a king bed with hot tub and patio. And at 2:57 p.m., Scott to Jessy, okay.
And next slide, please.
This is August 30th, 2018. So the next day, 10:39 a.m., Jessy to Scott, did you see our weekend weather, LOL? 10:41, Scott to Jessy, no. 12:54 p.m., Jessy to Scott, and I gotta go for car wash and bank. 12:55 p.m., Scott to Jessy, screw car wash, it's gonna rain. 1:04 p.m., Jessy to Scott, I know I want to see out the windows inside bad, out these windows inside bad. 3:14 p.m., Jessy to Scott, I'm just leaving the hospital. Forgot I had to sign papers since we are going out of town, sorry. At 4:49 p.m., Scott Craig sends a message to 414-587-2664. I just wanted to tell you that Jessy and I are going to the Dells for the weekend in case you need to get a hold of me.
And is that piece of data that's in Exhibit 141 in that financial exhibit?
Yes.
That message is?
Yes.
And you said it's important for the jury to know that orange person? Do you know who that is?
His wife?
It's not the same number that's in the exhibit on 201 on the front page, but that number is important. I believe that's the number for Jackie, if I recall correctly.
For who?
Nonetheless, it's someone that received a message from Scott.
Correct.
On what day?
August 30th, 2018.
Okay, and finally on slide 6, is there some more communication there about between Scott and Jessy?
Yes, so this is now September 3rd, 2018, 4:40 p.m. Jessy to Scott, hey hun, I'm gonna head back by you. Food now or not yet. 4:46 p.m. Scott to Jessy, spicy tuna roll, steak make roll, rainbow roll, sweetheart roll, transformer roll. 4:51 p.m. Jessy to Scott,
Great, now I want
nothing like
sushi.
spending $100 on a dinner after vacay. 4:51 p.m. Scott to Jessy, then don't shit. 4:52 p.m. Jessy to Scott, already did, not bitching, just saying LOL.
So in terms of this
Here's money,
content,
Jessy.
does the time frame coincide with the expenditures shown to you in Exhibit 141?
Yes, it does.
Is this
$100
time
on
frame something that
sushi,
you asked
yikes.
Detective Schroeder to map?
Yes, I did.
And if we could please unpublish and Mr. Vulcanier open Exhibit 173 and go to slide 10.
I bet.
And while that's being done, Detective, do
long
you
now.
also have a background in using Cellhawk?
I do.
Okay, have you used that on your own for cases before?
I have.
Have you testified about Cellhawk before?
I have.
Okay. And we're all set to publish, Madam Clerk. Now, Detective, this is Exhibit 173, slide 10, that the jury just heard about with Detective Schroeder. Can you remind
Baby
them or
David.
tell them why you asked for this to be mapped?
This was important because during our investigation, Ms. Kurczewski alleged that every time a credit card was used, every time there was financial information being utilized, that she was with Ms. Hernan, and Ms. Hernan knew about all of the usage of the
Man,
car.
I'd die.
For us, it's
I'd
important
die
to
if I
state
couldn't
that
have
this car is
wine,
now being
Shelley.
used in Wisconsin Dells on September 2nd of 2018. And we know that Ms. Hernan is not in the Dells with her at that time. So again, that would go against what she was telling us, that Ms. Hernan was always with her when these cars were being used.
In terms of this exhibit standing alone, does this tell you whether or not Ms. Kurczkewski was in the Dells?
No, just her phone. This is what the exhibit says.
Okay. What about when you couple that with the messages that you looked at and the financial data for this time period?
Now that, the totality of everything would say that Ms. Kurczewski was in the Dells at this time.
And remind the jury whose phone
Cheryl, hey
activity is
girl,
being
good
mapped
to
on
see
this slide?
Ms. Kurczewski.
Okay. Thank you, Detective. Now, we can take the publish down. In terms of the Citibank calls that I mentioned to you before, were you in court when, with Detective Plennis, 2 different calls were played for the jury to listen to?
Yes.
And were you also in court when Detective Plennis testified that both of those calls to Citibank were done on the same day?
Yes.
And was that day August 27th of 2018?
That's correct.
Remind
Micah.
the jury
Madam
generally what the
Court
content of
Reporter.
those calls was.
Changing information regarding the account.
And who was the caller?
Ms. Kurczewski.
In those calls, who was Ms. Kurczewski purporting to be?
Ms. Hernan.
And on August 27th of 2018, was Ms. Hernan still alive?
August 27th of 2018, yes.
Okay. I'd like to, please, Mr. Volcanier, if we can go to slide 9 of Exhibit 173, and Madam
Volcanier.
Clerk, if we could publish that, please. Detective Hoppe, is this date also something that you asked Detective Schroeder to map?
Yes, it was.
Why did you ask him to do that?
Obviously, we're looking at August 27th when the time frame with these calls were made. We know that Ms. Hernan was not the caller on those calls, and we were trying to identify the location where those calls would have been made from.
Remind the jury whose Citibank account was being called about.
Ms. Hernan.
Okay. On this map, what geographic area are we in?
The Hales Corners, Franklin area.
Now, there's a blue pin on slide 9, isn't there?
There is.
Is that information you gave Detective Schroeder?
That is.
What information was that?
That's the residence of Ms. Kurczewski's mother, Jennifer Flower.
Okay. Did Lynn Hernan live anywhere near that residence?
Absolutely not.
And ultimately, what information can we glean from Exhibit 173, slide 9, Detective?
That again, the information that we were receiving regarding Ms. Kurczewski saying she did everything financially with Ms. Hernan present is obviously incorrect, since we know that Ms. Kurczewski was not in the area of Ms. Hernan's residence during this time.
Huh.
Okay, thank you. Ultimately, were you involved in the search warrants that were done in this case on July 9th of 2019?
Yes, I was.
Okay. And you testified that you had been able to look at the phone downloads that were done in this case?
Yes, I was.
I want to ask you some questions about that, and you testified a little bit about it, but when you look at a phone download, is it organized in some way?
Yes, it is.
Pause.
And how,
Please,
in
Ms.
what
What the fuck? Sorry, sidebar.
You startled
so
me
this is-
so bad. I'm just saying.
Sorry, man. So you wrote, Princey said Micah looking good in green. Then you wrote Micah always looks good. So me, as the creator, my channel in StreamYard, not even on YouTube, typed times like these, we need the thirst trap emote, ! And it got declined and says YouTube rejected your comment. This usually means they think it's spam. Try changing it a bit. Well, just suck my dick, YouTube. That's so fucking rude. I didn't like what there is spammy. Times like these, we need the thirst trap emote. How dare you?
It's just because it was in
That's
regards to Micah. And
Probably.
like, we're all
you
thirsty.
actually, it's yeah. Well, I was actually referring to you needing the yeah, but fair, yeah, fair. Anyway, gosh, I'm offended. Anyway,
yeah.
sorry for startling you, Miss. What the fuck? I was and continue to be outraged.
You literally made me jump. It was so loud, and all of a sudden, everything was super chill. I was just reading the chat, and then all of a sudden, boom! I'm like, oh god.
Sorry, man.
It's all good.
Next thing, I'll get you to read recipes, and you'll be even more happy. Right, butterfly? That's crazy. Wait, that's the perfect time to say this. Man, you can't be doing that. That's crazy. It's crazy.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Hi, life artist. Good to see you, girl.
Again, broken down, there's sections you can access as easier. They're broken down into categories, being text messages, contacts.
It
web,
was
internet
very
history,
quiet. Sorry
other,
about that.
Categories, and then again, what we like, timeline.
So there's a couple different ways to find information that you might be looking for?
Yes.
Okay. If you wanted, for example, to look at all the information on a phone about email activity, is there a specific section about that?
Yes, there is a category for emails.
Okay. Do you recall whether there was a section about emails in Ms. Kurczewski's cell phone download, Exhibit 168?
Yes, there was.
Was there some information that was significant to you in this investigation?
Yes, there was.
I'd like to show just the witness, please, Exhibit 189. And if we could scroll to the bottom of this page. Detective, do you see an exhibit number on this?
I do.
189?
Correct.
Do you recognize 189?
I do.
What is it?
There are
It's, I
benefits.
believe that's going to
this
be
new
the
thing.
email category from the download for Ms. Kurczewski.
Okay. Let me go back a minute. When you look at a cell phone download, is one way to look at it on a PDF?
Yes.
Does that have page numbers on it, as most PDFs, it automatically puts page numbers, correct?
Correct.
Are there also page numbers on the actual PDF document that Celebrate puts on?
Yes.
Okay. So
Pause,
is it fair to say that
please,
sometimes
please,
cell phone
what the
downloads are?
Now we have Shorty ASMR.
But also, on the flip side to the fact that with these new handles minus the fancy fonts, we can type, like, for example, Life Artist or my name without having to, like, tag us without having to copy and paste. Not that I do this, but if you were someone who wanted to lurk in a chat without people knowing that you were there, and I literally don't do this, but it did dawn on me a while back, months and months ago, that I could probably lurk somewhere because nobody could type in and see if I came up on the handles because you'd have to copy and paste me. But now, if you're lurking a chat that has this format and you don't want to know that, you don't want them, and you had that fancy font, too bad. It's going to come up.
Don't tell their secrets now. You can't be checking for them.
I don't. Oh, them. Oh,
I have
yeah.
no idea.
I
I don't know. I don't know
no,
anybody
it
else
was more. It
that
was
has
more.
that.
There
Besides
are a
Life
few
Artist, and I guess you do have that, don't you?
Yeah, I have the fancy font. It was months ago, and I wanted to go and lurk in something, and I think I did, but I went it as Miss Shorty Music, which still would have come up. Maybe I didn't do it, because who's got the time for that? But yeah, there's always a pro and a con to any situation. Life Artist hates it. All right,
because you want a flower. Well, you're always our flower.
Yes, a petal, delicate petal, back to court.
Back to court. Don't do that. It's so weird.
Thousands and thousands of pages long.
Yes, I mean, the reality
Back
is
to
most people
court.
live on their cell phones. I mean, all our information's on there. So even the most limited user of a cell phone is probably going to have hundreds, if not thousands of pages. So
You can.
the average user is going to have several thousand pages now.
Okay.
You can
In
tag
terms
them.
of the exhibit before you, Exhibit 189, is that just one single page from that download?
If they're
right there,
watching
yes.
live, you
Does
can
that look like a fair and
tag
accurate
or check. If they're
page
watching, if
of
someone's,
Exhibit 1?
you can. Sorry, I'm shut up.
68?
Yes.
I move Exhibit 189 into evidence, ask for permission to publish.
Any objection?
No.
Jesse's like, this is all
Exhibit
bullshit. Look at her face.
189 is received.
Look at her.
Permission to
This is
publish
ridiculous, she says.
And Mr. Vulcan, if we can just zoom out so the entire page can be seen. And Detective, this is Exhibit 189?
Correct.
Okay, so if we could zoom in on the top piece of it, Throughout your
Top beats
investigation,
versus
was there
side
a
piece.
Gmail account that became significant to you?
Yes, we did learn of a Gmail account.
And was that attributed by name to Ms. Hernan?
Yes, it was.
What was that account?
Lynn Hernan 1955@gmail.com.
Was that an email that the jury saw frequently yesterday when Detective Plennis went through financial records?
Yes, it was.
In terms of your investigation, however, people that knew Ms. Hernan gave you information about her daily life and patterns, right?
Correct.
Was the use of this Gmail account consistent with the rest of your investigation regarding Ms. Hernan?
No, it contradicted it completely.
Okay. Now, what is the significance of line
Exactly,
252,
Disgusted
the
she's
top line,
called.
being inside Ms. Kurczewski's cell phone download?
Basically, the date is concerning.
Why?
It's 5/8 of 2019.
Okay, but more generally,
Oh.
you said this page is from a section of the download about email usage?
Correct.
Okay. Does this piece of the download tell you whether or not that email was utilized on this
Must be
device?
snoring, if you can hear that.
It was sent on that device, and it looks. I believe so. Yes.
Okay, so in other words, on Ms. Kurczewski's phone, there's activity that this email, Lynn Hernan 1955, is being utilized and accessed on Ms. Kurczewski's phone.
Object to leading.
Sustained. Please rephrase.
During the
People
review
are
of the
really
entire
hot.
download of Ms. Kurczewski's phone, was she accessing Lynn Hernan 1955 on that device?
Yes.
I'll rephrase. Was someone accessing that email on Ms. Kurczewski's device?
Yes. The email account was being accessed on this device.
Okay.
We are in spring at the moment, Kraken. However, Melbourne is renowned for being predictably unpredictable in terms, and we have the catchphrase 4 seasons in one day. So right now at 11:15 a.m. Poppy Sunday, it is only where I live. It is. Oh wait, what did I just do? Goodness gracious! It is only, I think it said 13 degrees Celsius, which yesterday was 12. So what's that? 50, 55 or 56 Fahrenheit? So summer starts in 3 weeks here. It's a bit cold. But through the week it was, what is it? Can't ever think of the word. It was like close to 30 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that translation. No, that's the wrong word. I can't think of the word. Why? Because it's me. Ms. What the fuck hates everything until spring because moose are dicks and snow sucks balls, right? Yes. Spring sucks too. Okay, summer. But Ms. What the fuck has only ever seen an air conditioner once because they don't even need air conditioners. Conversion. Thank you, Stephanie. Why do I want to thank you? The queen of conversion comes in with the proper terminology. Also, Steph, I realized I did a mad typo when I said thank you to you for the recommendation and on your comment on the last night's stream. And I said, then to you. What am I doing with my life? 60 in Boston. Steph's going to do some quick conversions. 60, that's about 15 degrees, 16 degrees Celsius, I think. Hedda, we've always got the same sort of temperature? Yeah, I think Washington's probably similar, actually. Like, it's unusual in Melbourne to have the same weather all day. Very unusual. Okay, back to court.
Can you tell the jury who was physically accessing it on the device?
I can't per se.
Don't tell
say
me
that.
what the fuck, she'll cry.
Nonetheless, that top line 252, what is that entry?
It's a timestamp, and the subject is here's the 15% off we promised you. It looks like it's a Kohl's discount.
In terms of line 253, what is the jury seeing in that line?
Timestamp is May 6, 2019, 12:09 p.m. This one appears to be from Capital One. The subject line You obviously see, regarding twice, we'd like to help, and then a significant information in the body section.
Would that also be a record of an email accessed on the device?
It
Tiny
would,
man's
and
coldest.
based on my knowledge, I would say it would look like this was a response to
Buster's
an email
story.
that was sent to them.
Okay, Kukla.
Overruled, he may answer and explain.
Yes.
When people use email accounts and they see in a subject line the letters RE one or more times, what does that indicate?
It usually says that there's been multiple communications with that email.
Can you tell whether the email in line 253 was sent outwards from the phone or received to the phone?
That specific one was received.
Okay, and what does the body say?
In Australia, in the Victorian ski fields, we have two ski fields, I think, like areas on the mainland. I know Tasmania, Laura's Tasmania gets snow on its own, but we get snow on their own too. But quite often they have to generate snow and add to the snow for the ski season, which is only about 8 weeks long, frankly. So, yikes! All right, okay.
Thank you for providing this information. Visit Capital One. Hi, Lynn. I appreciate you sharing your situation with me. I am sorry to hear about your medical situation, but glad to hear you are on your and it ends.
Okay. What's the date of that email?
May 6th, 2019.
Okay, and on Exhibit 228 there next to you, you've marked the date that Lynn Hernan died. Is that true?
That's correct.
Okay. The column on the right side of this exhibit, a few of the lines have a red yes in there. Do you know what that column indicates?
Yes.
What?
It means that that specific item has been deleted.
So you were here when Detective Schroeder talked about deleted items on devices, right?
Correct.
Through your own experience with analyzing extractions from devices, do you know that sometimes you can recover some of that deleted information?
Yes.
Okay. Is that true of line 253 in this case?
Correct, yes.
Okay. Going down to line 254, what is the jury seeing in this?
Another timestamp, it's going to be another email, May 3rd of 2019.
Can you tell whether that was coming into the phone or going out from the phone?
It says from Lynn Hernan 1955 at gmail.com to Lynn Hernan 1955 at gmail.com.
Okay. Was this, go ahead.
Sorry, there's a no subject status, and it looks like it would probably be a photo that was sent.
Going down, please, to line 255. That is an entry. Does that involve the Lynn Hernan email account?
Well, it's no, that one's not.
Okay, so going down to 256. What is the jury seeing in this?
In 256, it is an email. It's timestamped May 2nd, 2019, 11:27 a.m.
Don't forget, Lynn
Does this
didn't
appear to
use
be an outgoing
email,
or incoming
obviously.
This appears to be an outgoing.
How can you tell that?
It says from Lynn Hernan 1955 at gmail.com, and then it says to, and then there's obviously a hyperlink of some sort, and the direction is outgoing.
Okay. What's the
That's
subject of
cold,
this entry on line
Steph.
256?
List unsubscribe.
Tony?
Are you familiar with that term unsubscribe as it pertains to emails?
Yes.
What do you understand that to mean?
That wasn't my Google.
From
That
my
was one of their
personal
Googles.
experience, it's basically saying you're
What's going
unsubscribing to
high?
a specific email list that you're being sent.
Okay. In terms of the
Cold
email
for
address on line
autumn,
256,
Tony.
is there any company's name that you recognize?
At the end, it says at mail.paypal.com.
Okay.
PayPal.
Going down to line 257. Is that an email entry involving the Lynn Hernan 1955 account?
It is.
Is that pretty similar to the line we just looked at with unsubscribe?
Correct.
Any company name in that interaction that you can discern?
Yes, it says at leave.e.krogermail.com.
And finally, line 258. Sir, is that similar to the last two that we've talked about?
It is.
Any company name associated with that?
It is the same as the one in 256 at mail.paypal.com.
Thank you, sir. The dates associated with each entry on Exhibit 189, were they before or after Ms. Hernan died?
They were well after.
Okay. If I could please just show the witness Exhibit 198, Detective Hoppe, I'd like you to look at it. It's a 2-page document. Do you see that document, Detective?
I do.
Do you recognize it?
I do.
What is it?
It is a return that I received from Google after issuing Google a legal demand.
Would another word for that be subpoena?
Subpoena, yes.
Okay. The jury heard a lot about subpoenas yesterday too, right?
They did.
Is it fair to say that when you want to get information from companies or banks, usually you have to use a subpoena?
Correct, yes.
Why did you ask Google for information in this case?
We were looking for information regarding the Lynn Hernan 1955 at gmail.com account.
Okay. Does Exhibit 198 appear to be a fair and accurate copy of the response and record you received?
Yes.
I'd move Exhibit 198 into evidence, ask for permission to publish.
No objection.
Exhibit 198 is received, permission to publish granted.
Detective, what is on page 1 of this exhibit?
Page 1 is the certificate of authenticity that we received from Google, basically a certification of their email or records that they're going to send.
Okay. What about on page 2?
Page 2 is the information regarding the Lynn Hernan Lynn Hernan 1955 at gmail.com account.
Is this the complete response you received about this account?
Yes, it is.
In terms of the status, what was the status of this account when you asked for the information?
Deleted.
Do you know when the
Pause,
service
please,
ended
miss,
on
what
that
the
account?
fuck?
And the service date was
I need to think about that. All the months without an R in them. May, June,
Wait.
July, August. May, June, July, August? Is that all? Yes. Is that just the coldest months, or is that official? Because, like I said, in Australia, we call our start, even though the weather might not necessarily reflect the temperatures. In Australia, it's the 1st of December for summer. Wait, I think I said March, but it's not March. Wait, December, January, February, March. Wait, no. Okay, wait, December, January, February. Yes, and then March is for autumn. Now I'm confusing myself. Yeah, March, April, May, and then June, July, August is winter, and September, October, November is spring. Oh, I made that so complicated. Wait.
She said yes, by the way.
She said yes. God, thanks. Official. Isn't that weird? See, we should be saving this for our shorties around the world. We'll have another conversation about this. Somebody write it down. That's next Saturday, theoretically, from 3 Eastern in the States. Oh my God. 10 Johannesburg. 7 a.m. my time. Nicholas is not here today, but 6 a.m. Nick's time. Shorties around the world. A panel orgy. What? You're reading recipes or just sighing at me? Winter here is usually 1st of November to April 1, but sometimes it's October 1 to May 30. But what about, you can't just say it's changes. Like, not the weather, the calendar.
The calendar
Like
doesn't
the
mean
official.
anything in winter states.
But officially.
Officially.
Fair. Shelley, Ms. What the fuck, and I spent about 7 minutes at least trying to work those times out. Brooklyn says I'll be in Tel Aviv this week. Stay safe. That's pretty cool. Calendars don't mean shit. Yeah, fair.
Exactly.
But don't you have to have some delineation for seasons? Like,
yeah, it's
on
when the
paper?
snow falls. It's literally when you're in a winter state, it's when the snow falls. That's when winter's like and then when the snow stops falling and starts breaking up, that's when spring is starting. That's like, yeah, there you go, Tony. It's either snowing or a cloud of mosquitoes. The UP is a lot like Alaska.
Fascinating. What's the UP?
The Upper Peninsula of Michigan.
Save, stick a pin in it, park it. Let's have this conversation next week. It's too late. We've just had it. What about mud season? Good point.
Mud season.
What is?
I mean, that's like breakup, I guess, is probably what you're talking about. So, like, breakup is when all the snow is going away, and so it's super muddy and icky and gross and stuff like that. So that's spring technically.
And Shelley has a very good point.
It's learning time with Camp Shorty. Finding out something new every day.
Yeah.
I'm I'm going to have to come to terms with the fact that you guys don't have on paper delineations that are an even 3 months.
I mean, on the calendar there is, but nobody cares.
That's what I'm
nobody,
asking.
But nobody looks at that. I have no idea what it is. I've never looked at that.
Well, okay, that's fine.
Maybe somebody in Florida knows.
Florida doesn't have seasons either.
Exactly. But that's why they would have. That's why they would know what it says on the calendar, because they don't have seasons.
Buster's snoring. I still can't fathom that you guys we have the same Mother's Day as you guys, I think. But your Father's Day is in June and ours is in September. Random, weird. Hi, Nina. That's what I wanted to know, Life Artist. I need to know that technically you all are fucking with me. There's rules. There's rules.
There are
we
rules.
have to have it
Nobody
written
knows
down.
or cares.
I care, but I care.
Nina wrote something.
Thank you, Nina. Thank you, Nina. Nina comes in as the voice of reason amidst all this seasonal chaos.
I like spinsters. Heaven and hell.
Okay. We're going back to court. I'm sure we can finish this in time. We've got an hour. We got an hour? How much time left in court? Probably more than an hour. FML.
I can't actually read it.
But there's also an afternoon break, I believe. Nina, thank you so much. You make me feel calm amidst this chaos with systems, written down things.
Nina's also Canadian though, so it's probably different. No, I don't know. I'm making that up.
No, that's a very good point. Nina, us Canadians are going to stick together, girl.
Hey,
you crazy, chaotic winters, whatever, summers, whatever.
Can we get Nina on the panel?
Yes,
too?
Nina, you're being reconnoitered. You're being requisitioned for the shorties around the world.
Okay, I'm gonna push play.
Okay.
May 9th, 2019.
Is there information in Exhibit 198 showing when that email account was created?
Yes, there is.
When was that?
February 24th, 2018.
Now, generally, when you've received responses from Google, a lot of times is there more information than this?
Usually there are, yes.
Okay. Is Google sometimes able to give you IP address history?
They have in the past, yes.
What is that for? What does that mean?
IP is obviously it's basically location data where that device was being used at a specific time, or location history where it has been.
And when you say where the device was, in terms of a Google record like this, what location information is it giving you?
Internet data, basically the internet site or the internet IP address that the phone is accessing during that time frame.
Could it be what a computer was accessing?
Yes, I mean, and any Wi-Fi.
But it all would be associated with the email that you've asked Google about?
Correct.
Okay. In this response, was Google able to give you any of that kind of information?
No, they were not.
Do you know why?
Basically, once the email is deleted, they're going to delete the records.
Would it be fair to say that you requested this information after the service end date?
Correct.
Can you remind the jury whether the search warrants that you did in this case at Mr. Craig's residence was before or after that service end date?
It was about 2 months exactly after the end of service date to that email.
Okay. Thank you, Detective. And now if we could please show just the witness exhibit 190. Detective, do you recognize Exhibit 190?
Yes, I do.
Is that another piece of the download of Ms. Kurczewski's phone?
Yes, it is.
So if we again show the jury this packet of information that Detective Fredericks talked about, Exhibit 168 and 167, is the exhibit you're looking at on this disc?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Again, is it a single page of the report on this disc?
Yes, it is.
Do you recognize it?
Yes, I've seen this before.
What is it?
It is, again, I think we were just talking about accessing different accounts and apps located on the phone.
Does a device keep records of things downloaded or installed on the phone
Yes.
as it's used?
Yes, it does.
Does it keep record of, for example, if I downloaded a PayPal app on my phone, is that record of when I downloaded it going to be on something like Exhibit 168?
Yes, it would be under installed application section.
You're
Okay.
so cute, Princey.
Did you review the section?
It is
of
funny.
Ms. Kurczewski's download for those kind of installed things?
Yes, we did.
Is this Exhibit 190 a page of that piece?
Yes.
Is it a fair and accurate copy of the piece of the download that we're talking about?
Yes.
I'd move Exhibit 190 into evidence, ask for permission to publish.
No objection. Exhibit 190 is received, permission to publish granted.
And if we scroll to the bottom, Detective, is that exhibit sticker for 190 at the bottom there?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so I want to ask you just about a few of these lines, going back up to the top. Well, and specifically, you flagged this piece of the download, right?
Yes.
And I'm sorry,
Abby never
Detective Hoppe,
apologized.
does what the
We
jury
love
looking
you.
at here appear to be what applications are on this phone?
Yes. Well, application's going to be,
Very
I have
funny.
to look at this one specifically, but this looked like it's going to be part of the usage.
Okay, so the questions I asked you about the installed application, fair to say that's a different exhibit?
It's going to, yes,
Okay.
it doesn't change the install app, so.
What, on line 65, is that significant to your investigation?
Yes, it is.
Why?
Again, we're looking at a timestamp date of December 5th, 2018. The subject is a Square deposit, and the location is the Lynn Hernan 1955 at gmail.com. And then there's a name and a number with the exclamation point after that.
Do you know if that name has significance to Ms. Kurczewski?
Yes, I believe so.
And what is it?
Isabella,
Who's that person?
that is the daughter of Scott Craig.
I want to talk to you generally, Detective, about accounts and opening accounts. Are you familiar with that process?
Yes,
Including maybe a financial account or a Gmail account or an application on a phone?
yes,
When you create accounts, is it pretty common for the vendor to require certain things in terms of a password on accounts?
yes.
What kinds of things might be required when you create a password on an account?
Maybe a capital letter, small caps, and then usually maybe a number, and then
All caps,
a special
baby. All
letter
caps.
or, a sign, exclamation point or an asterisk, something along those lines.
Okay? And remind the jury what date the entry in line 65 is.
December 5th, 2018.
Is that before or after Ms. Herndon's death?
It's after her death.
Is that before or after this Gmail account was created?
This was after the account was created.
Okay. Thank you, that's all I have on this exhibit.
Oh, this exhibit.
Now I'd like to show the witness exhibit 180, please.
Hi, Holly. Good to see
Detective, do you see
you.
exhibit
Holly
180?
Strite.
That's suspicious.
Yes, I do.
Is that a 29-page document?
That's weird.
Yes, it is.
And can you tell in the middle of that first page what section we're about to jump into in this?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Can you tell from the middle of this first page what section of the download we're about to jump into?
We're about to go into installed applications.
And if we could please slowly, well, scroll through the various pages so the detective can see it. Detective, do you recognize exhibit
We love you
180?
too.
I do.
What is it?
Again, this is the portion of the download of Ms. Kurczewski's cell phone.
Were the installed applications section of the download significant to you in your investigation?
Yes, it was.
To be fair, is there necessarily relevant information on all 29 of these pages?
No.
Okay. I'd like to show the witness exhibit 181.
Jessy.
Detective, with some pieces of your analysis of the downloads in this case, have you helped construct demonstrative exhibits that pulls pieces out in an easier format to read?
Yes,
Okay, is Exhibit
Yeah.
181 one of those exhibits?
it would be, yes.
Can you see it before you?
I can.
Is this specifically related to the installed application data you just looked at in Exhibit 180?
Yes, it is.
Are these pieces accurate copies from the installed application data?
Yes,
And do you believe that that data is a fair and accurate copy of what's actually on the download?
yes.
I move Exhibits 180 and 181 into evidence. No objection?
Exhibits 180 and 181 are received.
And I'd have to call it 181.
Hey,
Granted.
Brett. Pause, please, Miss What the Fuck. There's a reason for that. So, currently, right, by the way, let me say, currently, well, when we're in court, Ms. What the Fuck, my girl, covers the court TV logo. It also means that when I'm on this side, when I put comments up on the screen, I don't have to be right up high on the screen, and we can still see the comment and still see me, and I'm not like peeking over the top. But yes, that. But here we are. Good to see you. Back to court.
All right, Detective, if we can go to slide 2, please. So at the top, there's some information. Does that tell the
You
jury where
stay
this
safe,
came
Holly.
from?
Yes,
Okay, so again, the Exhibit 168 is the CD that I'm holding up?
that's correct.
Okay, what does that P1129 mean?
At page 1129, 1129.
Okay. And line 5 has been clipped out here for the jury. How come?
This is, as we talked about earlier, not every page has noteworthy information, but this is noteworthy for the investigation.
Why?
It's an installed application, which is the Adobe Acrobat Reader, PDF viewer, editor, and creator.
For all her invoices.
Can you tell
and
when that was
receipts.
installed on a phone?
May 6th, 2019.
Could you please point on Exhibit 228 for the jury the date that you marked for the probate estate being closed in this case?
The estate was closed on May 23rd, 2019.
And is that shown on 228, the court cord?
Yes, it is.
Okay, can you point to it?
Yes.
Now remind the jury when this Adobe was installed.
May 6th, 2019, so roughly 2.5 weeks prior to the estate being closed.
Okay. Detective, do you remember testimony in this case from Anthony Posa?
Yes, I do.
Do you recall a discussion about a set of receipts and documents that he got from Ms. Kurczewski in this case?
Yes.
And remind the jury what that set of documents purported to be?
Financial documents related to the estate, receipts, and other information for the probate.
Did Detective Plennis also talk about that pack of receipts yesterday?
Yes, he did.
And were there oftentimes side-by-side examples of items from that pack of receipts?
Yes.
What did that show the jury?
It showed that there were receipts were different and appeared to have been created, and they were not the same as the original receipts that had been issued by the business or issued by the business.
Notably different.
Do you recall when Mr. Posa testified, is the time frame that he got those things from the defendant consistent with this installed application date?
Yes, it is.
Moving to slide 3, please. Now, Detective, are these all pieces taken from a different page of the download?
Looks like they may all be the same, but they're relatively in specific order, so not too far off.
Is there a page number at the top of this slide?
Yes, it's page 1132.
Okay. So starting at the top, line 37 is called Secure Eraser. Have you heard of that before?
I've heard of it. I don't have specific knowledge of it.
Okay. In your career in law enforcement, how many phone downloads do you think that you've analyzed?
Well over 100, hundreds of phones.
Okay. Your face, you kind of made a face when I
Yeah, the reality is most of our investigations now, you're going to include a cell phone. I mean, it's especially the ones that I investigate and have investigated in the past. The majority of my work involved the cell phone download, so it's numerous.
Okay. Have you looked at numerous sections of
Voluminous even.
applications?
I have.
Have you seen these eraser type applications before?
Not very often, if any.
Okay. Do you know what they're used for?
Jackson asked and answered, and he said he wasn't familiar with it.
Fuck off, Google.
Overruled, he may answer.
My understanding of it is that it is used, again, as more of an editor or to edit documents.
Okay. In terms of the remaining 4 lines on this page, are those applications pretty consistent between the 4 of them of what type they are?
Yes.
Hi, Pops.
Were you here when Detective Fredericks testified about
Sleep.
the ability to use someone's cell phone to call and receive on a different number than what's assigned to the phone?
Yes.
Have you seen those applications used on phones during your time as an investigator?
Yes, I have.
Is that pretty common?
These days, yes, it seems that way.
Okay, and then can you remind the jury what the purpose of those kind of applications are?
Again, you're going to be able to utilize your phone, and you're basically having a spoof number pop up. You may be assigned that spoof number for a specific period of time, or maybe a one-time use, but mostly it's you're issued that number for a short period of time.
Now, in this case, you asked AT&T for some records, didn't you?
Yes.
Were those the records in Exhibit 172 that Detective Schroeder used to make maps in this case?
Yes.
Now, if someone is utilizing one of these kinds of applications, add a line, phone numbers, free burner phone number, line 2, second phone number, if a device is using a number through one of those applications, are you able to then write a subpoena to that application and say, hey, we want the call detail records?
No, we do not get those records.
Why not?
It's basically what we call a voice over internet or a VoIP provider number, and I've never had any success and can't tell if anybody ever has. It's a untrackable number.
When you're working on a case and you target a phone number as being really important, but you don't really know much else about it, how can you get records for something just based on the phone number?
You have to, again, you're getting a search warrant for records, you're trying to locate or by any means find out what provider may have that number, you're trying to get anything, try to get records for that.
But how do you know, like in this case, how did you know to write the subpoena to AT&T?
There's
Sprint or...
There's law enforcement databases, there's also public databases too. Obviously law enforcement databases are a little more accurate as far as entering a phone number and finding out who the service provider is or any background information on that phone number.
Okay. So if I use AT&T for my phone and you typed my cell phone number into one of these things, it would tell you AT&T?
Yes.
Okay.
Possibly even subscriber information.
Okay. What if you typed a phone number into something like that and it was in reality one of these internet phone numbers, spoof phone numbers?
It may come up with a company, but there's so many now that you're probably not going to get a company name, but the information you're going to get is the VoIP, and which is the VoIP, short for voice over internet provider. It'll literally tell you that that's what that phone number is associated to, which is telling us that it's basically an application, a number based off these applications.
Does that tend, in your experience, to be a dead end on that number then?
More than likely, yes.
But what if have you had cases where you were able to find out some more information about a number like that from something in the download that was helpful?
Yes.
Like, for example, what would that be?
There may be some form in the communications. It may be saved under the contacts. It may be in text messages, the number itself. Somebody's giving out the number, or it could be somewhere in one of the categories on the cell phone.
Has that happened to you before?
Yes, I've seen the numbers pop up. Yes.
Okay. In terms of this investigation, was it important to you to identify and get records for all the important numbers in the case?
Yes, very much so.
And did you do that for all the numbers that you could?
The ones that we thought were significant, yes.
Okay. Do you know whether there was a number in this case that was significant to you that you weren't able to get any records for?
Yes.
And did the jury actually hear about that number yesterday?
They did.
Was that number 262-421-5290?
That's correct.
When did the jury hear about that number yesterday?
That was one of the numbers that was given by Ms. Kurczewski while speaking on one of the phone calls.
To Citibank?
Correct.
Did that phone number also appear in some of the financial documents, like loan applications?
Yes, it did.
Okay. In all of your investigation and in speaking with Ms. Kurczewski, did she ever tell you that she had 2 different phone numbers?
No, she did not.
Is the phone number attributed to Ms. Kurczewski in this case that number ending 1039?
It is correct.
Okay.
Pause, please, Ms. What the fuck? Yes. I've just been quite consciously appreciating Attorney Nikolai's I'll show her some respect, some due respect. How well she's laying that foundation. Yes, she's a very good attorney. I guess that's why she's the deputy district attorney. She's a big gun. Thanks, Miss What the Fuck.
So it's right now it's
Yes.
it's at 7 hours and 38 minutes. There's 8 hours and 12 minutes in the total stream, so it's about 45 minutes left. I'm not really sure how it stands for that. Sorry.
No, that's all right. So so that means if we were going at normal speed, it's 45 minutes left, yeah?
Yes.
But we're going at 1.35. Okay.
Yes.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect. I was going to say, because I thought there was still afternoon break, I was going to suggest we maybe have a song break. However, we've taken some breaks and some side quests, and we'll keep it as is. That gives me time to say, pause, please, Miss What the Fuck.
Okay.
Like a creep, like the creep that I am. Okay, back to go.
Next slide, please. And Detective, what are we looking at here?
What are we looking at?
It's another application from page 1137, and it's a sideline second phone number app for business.
Okay, is that pretty similar to what we talked about on the previous slide?
Correct.
Next slide, please.
Yeah.
In line 263, what is the jury seeing here?
Another installed application from page 1150.
Okay, and again, whose phone are we talking about?
Ms. Kurczewski's.
What is this installation?
Hidden menu.
Have you seen that before?
I have.
What is that?
It's basically an app.
So, if Holly asks, that's all I need. My Wisconsin lady. Wisconsin lady. I don't know what I just typed in is what the fuck. Some words that don't make sense. Now, where was I? I'm just gonna. What were the? It was Savage, Flying Monkeys. How about we do? Oh, I should have thought about it first. This is Holly said this was one of her favorites, so I'm gonna play this one and then this one. You don't know what I'm talking about, but I apparently do this.
Now some music. The Supreme Leader decrees it.
You went away, you broke my heart. You truly ripped it right out. I'm getting there, coming to terms. My days turn into black nights. Writing songs to deal with this. It's all that I can do. You took away my ability to communicate with you. But inch by inch and day by day, I'm feeling stronger too. The utter agony of this, the pain you put me through. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Just try to understand it. So what the fuck you doing now? Is this just how you planned it? Confusion reigns, I'm exhausted trying to navigate the shit. Make up your mind, what do you want? All or nothing, fuck goddamn it. Feels like you're playing games with me. Should've thought this shit through first. Obviously there are no rules. You've seen me at my worst. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Just trying to understand it. So what the fuck you doing now? Is this just how you planned it? In the words of Marilyn, goddess tortured beauty true. Can't handle me at my worst. You don't deserve me when it's good. All I know is you've cracked the door by just a tiny bit. I wanted this so bad before, but it's making me feel like shit. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Just trying to understand it. So what the fuck you doing now? Is this just how you planned it? I wanted closure, prayed for it. your cord. Now suddenly I cannot breathe. It's not a fucking sport. I've worked through stuff, I wrote that wave was tough, but still I made it. Don't play with me for the love of God. The point is yours, you want it. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Just try to understand it. So what the fuck you doing now? Is this just how you planned it? Don't play with me for the love of God. The point is yours, you want it.
Holly, love this community so much. My only membership. Thank you, girl. Thank you for your continued support. And Princey has a member a shorty-versary. Wait. Oh, I fucked the scrolling as usual. Wait, I can do it like this. What a weirdo. Yes, I am. Shelley? There's Shelley as well. Love this channel, Camp Shorty. Love you, girl. Thank you, my beautiful friends, my beautiful mods. And Princey, Buster, what are you doing? Okay. Now, Ms. What the Fuck and I, and all of us, we together we are united in our determination to get day 8 finished. We will. We're going to 1.5 to make it happen. Next weekend, day 9. Not sure how long that'll last. Let's do it, Ms. What the Fuck.
Which allows you to kind of, which is what it says, you're able to hide stuff, you're able to play stuff in there. Different applications have different ways to access this. It could be holding down a specific button. It could be using a calculator, entering a code. Again, every app has a different way of accessing it, but it's basically a hidden section of the phone that we're not going to find.
Okay, thank you. We can take down Exhibit 181.
Take down Jessy.
Detective, in this case, you were involved in several interviews with Ms. Kurczewski. Is that true?
That is true.
And when was the first one?
The first one, well, I was with Detective Cole on the interview on March 6th of 2019.
Okay, so is that on our timeline there on 228?
Yes, it is.
Point to it?
Right here.
Okay. And the jury saw that interview with Detective Cole, is that true?
That's correct.
Now, at that point in time, had you been assigned to this investigation?
We were still fairly in the initial stages of it. I don't think I was assigned as the lead investigator at that time yet.
Okay. Nonetheless, you were involved in it.
At the very minimum, I was the co-lead investigator at the time.
Okay. And was it significant to you the way that interview was set up and why it was set up?
Ladies, Bracken. Thank you.
Why?
We were attempting to get information from Ms. Kurczewski. She was also reaching out to Detective Cole, and we wanted to get initial stages of information, partly finding out some about the financials and seeing what information that she had that she might have been willing to talk to us about.
On March 6th of 2019, did you already know the toxicology results and Dr. B's conclusion?
Not the final conclusion, no, not the final results, no, just the initial information. Okay.
Did you share that information with Ms. Kurczewski and Ms. Flower on March 6th of 2019?
Not at that time.
Why not?
We just didn't, we weren't prepared to. By the time, I believe, at that interview, I think we were starting to realize that there was a major financial component to the investigation, and we didn't want to share that information that early in the stage of the investigation.
Do you have to make those kind of determinations when you're investigating a major case?
This is definitely a case-by-case basis.
Okay. In terms of, you were in court when you heard some testimony about Ms. Kurczewski reaching out to the medical examiner's office, weren't you?
Correct.
In fact, Ms. Kukas talked about them keeping a log of calls, right?
Correct.
At some point in time, the medical examiner stopped talking to Ms. Kurczewski. Is that true?
Yes.
Do you know why that was?
Yeah, they were like,
based on the investigation at that point, we were, again, beginning the stage of the investigation, we felt we had an idea where we were going with this, and that there was a potential for it to be a homicide investigation. We asked for a non-disclosure to be placed on the case, which basically stopped the medical examiner's office from being able to speak about the investigation with anybody except for, obviously, law enforcement.
And did it appear that that was what prompted Ms. Kurczewski calling dispatch and the phone call the jury heard?
That's correct.
Okay. In terms of that March 6th, 2019 interview that you were in, do you recall Ms. Kurczewski ever telling you that Ms. Hernan had been drinking Visine trying to kill herself?
Not at all, no.
In fact, do you recall what Ms. Kurczewski told Detective Cole about her thoughts on whether it was even a suicide?
I do.
And what was that?
I believe she did not think it was a suicide, and They were trying to find out what could have happened and what could have caused this.
BRB.
Was this before or after Ms. Kurczewski knew there was tetrahydrozoline in the toxicology?
Before.
Were you able to speak with Ms. Kurczewski again on July 9th of 2019?
I was.
Was Detective Cole there also?
He was, yes.
Okay. Was that the same day as the search warrants in this case?
It was, yes.
Is it fair to say that there's a lengthy series of interviews in this case that you were involved in?
Yes.
Okay. Have you looked at all of those many times at this point?
I have.
Do you know that there are parts of those interviews that are not going to be played at this trial?
Yes.
In fact, have you seen clips of those interviews to accommodate those portions that are not going to be played?
Yes, I have.
Did you watch all the clips of all the interviews that we're going to watch with the jury in this case?
Yes, I have.
Starting with Exhibit 202, I'd like to just show the witness. Detective Hoppe, are you familiar that in making those kinds of clips, that PowerPoint is utilized?
Yes.
Okay. And going to slide 1 of this exhibit, do you recognize this PowerPoint presentation?
Yes.
What is it?
This is the initial interview that was conducted with Ms. Kurczewski once the warrants were conducted on July 9th.
And you've looked at each slide in this PowerPoint?
I have.
Are these pieces fair and accurate copies of the interview that you conducted on that date?
Yes, they are.
I move Exhibit 202 into evidence.
Objection. Exhibit 202 is received.
I'd ask permission to publish.
Permission granted.
Now, Detective, slide 1 has some information on it. Is that true?
Yes.
Okay. Going to slide 2, this is a still image of the interview. I want to ask you some questions before we start watching anything. Along the top, is that going to remind the jury of the date of the interview on each slide?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Looking in the actual video box on the top right corner, there's information in white up there, right?
Yes.
And what is that information?
Again, date and time section.
Is that something that you or I put on this exhibit?
No.
Where did that come from?
That's on there. It's standard with our video equipment that shows the date and time of the actual interview or real time.
Okay. And did you notice that the time in that corner matches the start time in the lower left corner?
It does.
Okay. So for the record purposes, we've used that time ticking in the top left corner when we start and stop these. Is that fair?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Where are you?
We are
Image.
at the Waukesha County Sheriff's Department, and as it says on there, we are in interview room 1. We have 4 interview rooms, so this is obviously the one that we have.
Sorry, pause, please, miss. What the fuck? I'm the worst. I just remembered right then. I don't know what reminded me. The dog's barking or something. That yesterday I got my mailbox delivered that I forgot to skip, and it was still on the front doorstep. So I just went and grabbed it, put the few fridge things. Oh, thank God they come with I know, right? Fuck, I knew there was something I had to remember yesterday. It came. I remember hearing it when it arrived yesterday. I'm thinking, don't forget that. And I did forget it. But these are my recipe cards. I didn't pick it because if you don't pick things, it just defaults to automatic recipes. So, but this is what I got. Creamy Indian lentil and veggie curry with rice and almonds. Oh God. Why? That they're all vegetarian with this particular one. It's every plate. They default to vegetarian. This one looks lovely. Creamy, cheesy cauliflower pasta bake with baby spinach and chili flakes. Yes, I have chili flakes on everything. I had chili flakes on my avocado toast this morning. Yes. And then this one is 1 pot veggie risotto soup with parmesan. Great. I'm looking forward to having to cook every single night. I love that for me. Anyway, so that's what I suddenly had to race off and do. Back to court. I'm so shorty.
And for the purposes of all of these interviews, when Miranda rights were required, were those read?
Yes, they were.
And each time did Ms. Kurczewski wish to speak with you about this?
Yes, she did.
All right. With that, Judge, I'd ask that we place slide 1 on Exhibit 202 for the jury with audio.
Go ahead.
Did the court want to
I don't want to cook,
Yep,
but
I have it. Thank you.
these look delicious.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you are about to hear and view an
Oh,
audio-visual recording. Recordings are proper evidence, and you may consider them just as any other evidence. Listen carefully. Some parts may be hard to understand.
Yum.
They have a year to do so. And it's not atypical for our medical examiner's office to take the entire year.
Yeah.
It's just what they do. Our Dr. Linda is very thorough and methodical.
Yeah, very good.
Her counterpart in Milwaukee sends stuff off real fast. She takes her time. We have some questions about Lynn's daily operations, because you were the one taking care of her, right?
For the most part, yeah, I was the only one around, really. For
Right, she doesn't really have anyone.
6 months. No.
What would her day look like?
She didn't sleep normal, so I couldn't say she got up because...
Did she sleep in her bed, or she always stay in that?
No.
Okay.
She hasn't probably been in her bed for a couple weeks because when she came home from the hospital, she couldn't handle the height. She couldn't get up that high. So I would say usually before that, she'd wake up 3, 4 in the morning. She didn't sleep good, so she'd be napping throughout the day. And she didn't watch TV all day.
Did she walk okay?
Call my lawyer.
Sometimes yes and sometimes no. Till right before the hospital, she could.
Okay.
During, like, on the way to we did an ambulance. She literally got out of the car at the hospital and they said, how are you doing this? So, I mean, they saw it. Her last 3 days at the house, she was falling. She would get up, but she'd fall. That's why I had the bathroom thing right by her. Because she could do some, she couldn't do some. Sometimes she'd get up and get water. She'd make herself try, I would say once or twice to get up, but it didn't always work.
What? Do you know why she went to the hospital the last day before her death?
She didn't go the last day before her
death. No, her last day.
Her last day. Physically, her body was shutting down.
She was weak.
She wasn't eating. She probably didn't eat in 2 weeks before. She was so dehydrated, and she knew she had to go. Me and her neighbor both said, you have to go and do something because your body is shutting down.
And what's the name of the neighbor?
June or Judy?
Okay.
No. I don't have my phone. You guys know it.
Did we talk to her that day?
You talked to her that day. She was the only one who helped me pick her up when she fell off the ground.
Okay.
But I can't. It's not Judy. Judy's the other one, but it's in my phone. I know.
And we talked to her that day?
Yep. Yeah, she's all over. I gave you her information too.
And was she taking her own medicine?
She was taking her own medicine.
But she didn't drive or nothing?
No.
So you would go get the prescriptions?
Yes. Walgreens knows me. They got to know me very well. Even when she was in the hospital, she wanted a prescription from the hospital. Wasn't giving her own prescription. And I brought it in, and I let the nurses know that I went and got it for her.
Okay.
And they took it from her. I said, I'm just doing what she told me to do, but I want you guys to be aware, so, you know.
And were you paying for them, or she paid you back? Or was it credit card on file, or?
No. Sometimes I paid for it, sometimes she paid for it. I went both ways.
And Lynn was taking, like, oxycodone, right, or some kind of opiate?
I don't remember offhand, to be honest.
Because usually the pharmacists are paying that opiate. They were fine with you because you were the person?
Well, they knew Lynn very well at her Walgreens. And they also know me, and I was on file as who I was, but I don't know if she was taking she was taking, her main one was Xanax or something. I don't know about Oxycontin. I don't know most of them by heart except for she liked her Xanax. And then she had like a blood pressure, and I don't know the rest.
She's taking quite a bit of meds.
Yeah.
Like 20 of them, it looked like.
Those weren't all of her prescriptions, though. Like, I mean, I shouldn't say that. They weren't for the time. She'd have meds, and then the doctors would take her off. They put her on, take her off. So, I mean, she had meds all over her house. That was just the normal for her.
That was just the normal?
Yeah.
And was she taking stuff as far as you know prescribed, or was she kind of self-medicating herself?
Everything, for the most part, was prescribed. I know.
When I say as prescribed, as the doctor wants her to take it?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
No.
Because my mom's an assistant.
Yeah.
So I take care of the meds, and if something's not right,
I used to tell her all the time.
The pharmacy doesn't give me, you know what I mean? Like, if we run out of pay, and they're like, oh, you can't get it for another 10 days, then I start to worry what happened.
I used to tell her all the time. I would be gone. Well, I would do. I mean, sometimes I'd get stuff ready, and sometimes she wouldn't, because I wasn't there all the time.
Okay.
So I'd be getting stuff ready, and then she'd be getting stuff ready, and I'd come back, and I'd be like, okay, I left, and you had this many pills of this. Or this or this. Especially the new ones, I knew because she just got them filled. None of it made any sense, and I used to tell her, I was like, oh, no, I'm fine. I said, what are you doing? That's not, you're supposed to, her set ones, and I don't know all of them, she'd take what she wanted. She took Xanax just because it calmed her down, or so she thought, and she felt good. I don't know, because I'm not a pill person, I've never been.
Yeah.
I take ibuprofen, that's all
I gotcha. We have a pill organizer. Did she use one of those?
No.
Did you really like that?
No.
Monday, Tuesday, Monday evening?
I've tried, her pills wouldn't even fit most.
Yeah. Okay. So when you said sometimes you set the pills up, like each day in the morning you come there, I mean, typically would you go there in the morning or the night? Or
I didn't have a set. It just depended how she was doing the day before and what she wanted or what I had planned. There wasn't.
Did she call you and say, I need you, or?
She would either call or I'd call her to check on her and say, how's it going? I don't know how many times she called me because she fell or she needed water or, I mean, I always talked her up on stuff, but it was, you know, sometimes I could be out there a lot, sometimes I couldn't. So it just depended what was going on.
Would you say you're out there almost every day then?
Yeah.
Especially
towards the end, I mean, the last 2 months.
The day of her death.
No, Heather. I'll send you an email.
This time. It was in the morning.
Okay.
But I don't know exact time frame.
You were there in the morning for a little while?
Yep.
Well, most of the morning?
Yep.
Did you remember if you gave her pills that day?
No.
You set them up?
No. When I got there, she was sleeping. I woke her up, we talked for a little bit, and I had to go to the gas station, or not the gas station, Pick and Save. I had a bunch of errands that I was putting off for days because I just didn't have time. I was tired.
Yeah.
And she kept saying, no, just go do what you gotta do, blah, blah, blah. I'll see you later. And I remember before I left, I asked her, like, are your pills taken for the day? Do you need water? Like, we have a system, you know, do you need this? Do you need that? Do you want something to eat? Yeah. No, she said she was fine. I said, oh, I'll be back in a couple hours. I just want to get the stuff done.
Sleep well,
she was
friend.
like, pushing me to go.
So you got there in the morning.
It was sometime in the morning. I was roughly there maybe an hour, maybe 2 at the most. I don't know for sure.
But you don't.
I mean, I handed her statement the day I left there.
I gotcha. And you probably didn't give her pills that day?
I don't think so. I'm almost positive I didn't because the last couple of days I really wasn't. She'd ask for water, or sometimes she would put her pills in. She had a certain something bigger that tasted really bad, so she would always put that in her yogurt or yogurt.
Wait, what?
So she would ask for like water or pudding or something for me to bring by her, or certain pills. The bigger ones, she would like crush those up or whatever. So she'd be like, oh, can I get this or can I get that? But I don't remember, because normally if I was there earlier, I would give her pills. Or I'd check like the day or, but
You would think in 2019 they can make medicine taste better.
Well, you would think they just would have a better system so people don't have access to that kind of medication.
I had this brilliant thing. My daughter had tonsils out.
Ooh.
She doesn't want to swallow the pills because it's progress, right? I don't have a pain patch for care. That's a good idea. You say you run errands that day, so you're there for an hour or two, and then do you run errands for her then at Kitchen Save and Target? Or
no, I mean, maybe a few things, like maybe I got water or something. I don't know offhand. Majority was for me, but I might have gotten her stuff too. I don't know. You know.
So you went back home then? 'Cause at the time you were living in Franklin, right?
I was living in Franklin. Well, yeah. No. I'm sorry, this is
you're
making me rewind here almost a year. I mean, I did write a statement that day. It has everything that I did and times. And
No, I got you.
I just
you
trying to
remember
remember
everything you did.
I just don't understand why we don't have answers. I just don't get it.
Why? Because I didn't go to medical school.
No, I was excited thinking you had actually some news and.
Well, there's some inconsistencies, and we'll talk about those. But I'm trying to get an idea of how stuff works, because everyone's asking me how the pills were taken. Like some of them are crushed, you said.
Yep.
And
some were and some won't. I don't know to what extent.
But you weren't like to be involved with, like, we crushed this one every day.
No.
Because she was kind of handling herself. Her brain was still pretty sharp that she knew.
She was doing her usual. I mean, she couldn't. Her biggest thing was mobility. That was probably the biggest issue, but she still got up to an extent.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't leave the house, is what she didn't do. Mm-hmm. But I didn't go and buy her drugs. I only got the stuff that she was prescribed. She had friends who gave her a ton of things back in the day. Yeah. I don't know towards her death, but.
There's no.
And for the record, Detective, that piece ends at 7:25 a.m. I'm sorry, 7:31 a.m. Sorry,
that clip 7:07 a.m.
Thank you very much. In terms of, I want to ask a couple of questions before we go on to the next one. At this point in time, how long had Ms. Kurczewski said she was at Ms. Hernan's house that day?
A couple hours.
Did that change over the course of your interviews?
Yes, it does.
At this point in time, did you hear Ms. Kurczewski say Ms. Hernan was rushing her out of the house that morning?
Yes.
Did that fact change over time?
Yes.
At this point, did Ms. Kurczewski say whether or not she gave Ms. Hernan any pills that day?
She didn't believe she did.
Did that also change over time?
Yes, it does.
If we could please go to slide 3. It is 6 minutes.
All right, you can play that, and then we'll see where we're at.
Okay.
All the time. Yeah. So, I mean, it's frustrating because she wouldn't listen and she didn't care and it made her feel good. I mean, her Xanax, she went to the ER twice for her Xanax because she took it all and ran out so that she was having like withdrawals or made herself withdrawals so she could go and get more.
Did you take her then?
Yeah.
And which hospital did you go to?
We went to the same hospital. It's the one just right down the road from here.
Waukesha Memorial?
I think.
Is it in Waukesha?
It's Aurora.
Aurora. Okay.
Always. She was admitted in there 4 times in the last 6 months of her life, at least. And once she was ambulance, or maybe twice.
Sure. Is she taking care of her own bills at the time? Her brain sharp enough that she's...
No, she did some things, but she'd tell me what to pay as well. She'd say, okay, this month I gotta pay this month I gotta pay this.
Like, did she have a car payment then, or...?
No car payment. She just had credit cards, like crazy.
What she's using the credit cards for?
No idea. Anything she wanted.
She buy stuff up, but she didn't drive or leave the house.
Well, I mean, at that time, no, but she still had bills. Or, like, when I go to the store from her, she had, what's the grocery card. She would tell me all the time, oh, I haven't used it in 2 months. Go get groceries on this, or go get... But she never, I mean, her finances were never an issue for her. She did what she wanted. She do this, do that, I need this. Here's this for taking care of me. I mean, her finances were never, that wasn't her issue.
She was sharp. I mean, she knew what she was doing.
Yeah, she did. I mean, she didn't lose her mind. I mean, she just...
Well, sometimes people, they don't feel good. No. Like, look at my dad died at the end there. He just didn't care anymore. He didn't feel good. And
well, I mean, she didn't care, but that wasn't about stuff like that. What she didn't care about was, okay, today I'm going to have 4 pills. I'm going to take 10. Or, I mean, that was more... She wanted to
talk about the bills, though. Like, he didn't care at the end, the last couple months, because I was taking care of everything. Yeah. My dad was also meticulous. Like, he took care of everything. That's just the way he was.
Oh, no,
but he was just sick.
Yeah.
So, but she was pretty good.
Yeah.
And you said she had a lot of credit cards?
Yeah. I just recently found out how bad things were.
When you say a lot, everything with the 4 or 5 credit cards?
No, she had about 30 credit cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She didn't have a big house with a lot of storage.
No. But it was packed. Her house was packed. Well, she bought jewelry, she bought her car, she paid for everything outright or she put it on a card.
Okay.
So.
And her income was, she had Social Security, the money was coming in.
Correct.
And she had some money when her mom died.
Yeah.
But no other sources of income that you know of.
No.
And you handled.
I mean, she cut hair on the side for a while, but
not for the last year, right? I mean.
Yeah.
Because she was sick for.
I mean, for people she knew, but not me. I don't let her do that in a while.
When did she stop functioning normally? Like when I say normally, she just got sick.
Pause, please.
Well, she's been sick for years.
Okay, but
so.
Tony, I think maybe you weren't in court the night, whatever day it was when they went through. I think it was like day 5 or 6 of trial, which was about 7 years ago. But they went through all of the credit card, and so we did also, all the credit card balances. They were all overdrawn or like maxed out, and it it was like it was over 100,000 worth of credit card debt that Jessy had racked up in Lynn's name. Yes. Yeah. The defendant put her in debt, heavily in debt. I'm surprised the estate actually had anything left in it when all of those creditors were paid off. So yeah, it was astronomical. It was this long laundry list of, and Lynn didn't, prior to Jessy coming back into Lynn's life, Lynn had, I think, a store card or two, whatever, store credit cards, but not actually like Visas or whatever. And I think she got a personal loan because she didn't have a credit rating. So she wanted to get a personal loan just to accrue a credit rating because she'd only ever dealt in cash and never had any credit cards. So the fact that Jessy's just blatantly saying, yeah, she had 35 credit cards is just awful. It's just audacious. So thanks, Miss What the Fuck.
What do you mean, like?
Well, when did she stop cutting hair for her friends?
Oh, I don't know. That I can tell you.
A year, 2 years, more than that?
Maybe a year. But that wasn't because she was sick. It was just because she didn't do it anymore.
She just didn't want to do it?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know her. I've never met her.
No,
all I see is pictures. So I'm trying to get an idea how she functioned or who she was.
She functioned normally up until about the last 3-4 months. I mean, she would go to the pool. If you ask her people in her condo, they all know her because that's who she hung out with. She walked around, said hi to everyone. I mean, that was her life.
Prior to the last 6
You didn't have a mobile phone.
Was she driving then still?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was just for emergencies, remember? She had a flip phone or something. She did have a phone, but it was just for emergencies, not like she had a smartphone with apps and shit on there. So
were you out there helping her then at that time a little bit, or most of the last 6 months?
I was out there, but not like that. I wasn't helping her either. It was just out there.
Just out there?
Yeah, I mean, she's like family,
Oh, I get it. But the last 6 months, you were kind of her caregiver. She was paying you.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't want to say 6 months. She functioned until the end. I mean, I helped her. And it wasn't even, I don't want to say she didn't function. She would be like, hey, can you go get water today? I don't want to go to the store. I mean, the people at the store know her. So they knew she was having a good day, a bad day. She was good friends with, for checkout people at Pick and Save. It was unreal.
She seemed like she had one of those personalities.
Yeah, she did. She talked to everybody.
Yeah.
She would talk to, just a stranger on the street. See her, say, hi, how are you doing today? She was a great person. Great.
The last 6 months when she's not feeling well, are you out there every day, do you think, or almost every day?
Almost.
And is she paying you on a daily basis or by the week?
No,
or she just,
I mean, it was all
different.
different.
An official arrangement?
Yes, no, there was nothing like that.
So she was just...
However she wanted to. I mean, there was no, one day, oh, here's a check, one day, here's my card, go get this, one day, I mean, it was no...
So sad.
No set.
No amount?
No.
I'll pay you $300 a week, nothing like that?
I mean, she'd help out, she'd help my mom, this month I'm going to pay rent, or I'm going to pay your car. I mean, she always was one of those people that helped her. There was no rhyme or reason for what she did, but I know years ago, my mom helped her out DUIs and stuff in the past. She owed my mom a ton of money.
Hi, Diane. Good to see you.
Came back on that, even though she wrote it off. She's always helping my mom, our whole life. She's always helped us. She paid my mom's rent probably.
And Detective, this is at 7:13 that this clip has ended?
That's correct.
Now, up to this point in time, has anyone told Ms. Kurczewski that tetrahydrozoline poisoning was the cause of death?
No.
Judge, there's still a good amount of this interview left. Over an hour.
Yeah, and it's 4:34, so we've had a long day, and even though we have
Yes,
a little bit extra.
always a good day at Camp Shorty. Thank you.
How long is the next clip? I mean, I know you have lots, and we won't get through all of it today, but
I'll be done like me.
12 minutes.
How do my ears feel? It's okay to break. I'm not saying happy faces on that, so that's okay. We'll break for the day. It'll be a good point break. Detective,
We
you
made
can sit
it.
down. I have to read them the instruction.
Okay,
We
it doesn't look
made
like
it.
anything after. So
Okay. Amazing. That's amazing. Thank you so much, Ms. What the Fuck. Tony, I recall back at the start of the stream, or sometime in the last few hours, you mentioned your tea, but this has a dash of something in there, right? It's like spicy Tony tea. Am I right? Long Island tea? No. Tea. Some sort of tea. Delicious. Now, thanks everybody. We like, I feel like this needs something like this. Day 8 lasted forever, but we made it. So I'm proud of us. We had many side quests. Splash of whiskey. Splash of whiskey. Wait, splash of whiskey. Swimming in the petty. Let me think. Sure, why not? Let's play something in the petty just to hype us right up. And then we'll go out with Chatter's Bay just to calm us down. It's a roller coaster of musical emotions. BRB.
Childish bullshit, come on now. I think you need a timeout. Expected so much more from you. Pull up, bitch, fuck round, find out. Can't turn back time, you made that choice. Decision in one moment. We live with it, the both of us. And boy, it sucks now, don't it? The door is open, it's gone south. Thought you were sitting pretty. A giant leap right off the plank. You're swimming in the petty. Not sure what you expected, how you thought that I'd react. My moving on, my level head. Was I supposed to want you back? Roller coaster of our love, destruction and betrayal. You slink away, then strike right back, legs covering your tail. The door is open, it's gone south. Thought you were sitting pretty. A giant leap right off the plank. You're swimming in the petty. Hashtag at me, use all the words. Aggressive, mean and cruel. I will not take it personal. That shit reflects on you. I rise above, I turn my cheek. Refuse to stoop to that. A giant leap right off the plank. You're swimming in the petty. All the best, I won't look back. So long, goodbye, farewell. The door is open, it's gone south. Thought you were sitting pretty. A giant leap right off the plank. You're swimming in the petty. Have fun with being petty. Miss me.
It's a bit of a banger. One's in the chat if you were singing along. Me, hi, me. It's me. Yes. So many good songs. Oh my god! Last weekend, I don't know why. Some boy was DMing me, blah, and I don't know why. Something about. I don't know why, but I ended up going. I think I said something about my music. I can't even remember why. Oh, anyway, and then I went on this little trip of listening to some of those blindside early love songs, heartbreak songs, and then I was just like, God, they just take you right back, take me right back. Very evocative. Maybe it's just because it's my life, my life, but. Anyway, TBC, still Spotify albums coming out. Ms. What the Fuck is very stressed given that I've managed to copyright strike myself into oblivion with Come At Me Bro. It's not even available on YouTube anymore. I copyright strike myself inadvertently with even being able to listen to Come At Me Bro on YouTube. So if you want to watch it, it's on Spotify. It's the only single. We're going to probably delete it and re-release it minus the copyright because what? So we have a portal, a redirect. I know, right? God, it's such a fucking good song. It's going on the album. Don't you worry about that. One of them, best of, I think, probably greatest hits, the good uns. But we do have a portal set up for the next stream, which will amazingly probably start on time. Who even am I? We fluked it. We're going to talk. It's Psychology Corner, the first of like a 3-part mini series. Within Psychology Corner on tonight's is going to be about boundaries, setting boundaries for yourself and maintaining those boundaries for oneself. And then also once you become practiced at respecting your own boundaries, it's much more easy to set and then maintain or stand your ground on boundaries with other people. They're so important. No one needs to be a doormat. So thank you all so much for being here. Yes, thank you, Princey, the prompt queen. Thank you, Ms. What the Fuck, for your backstage prowess and all the amazing videos you make. There's a cool new short. There's a trailer, like a short clip ready for you on the next one. So buckle up, strap in. Thank you, mods. Thank you, friends. Be kind to anybody and everybody, including yourself. If you're going to buy Visine, keep it for the eyeballs, not for the ingestion, right? Don't kill anybody with Visine. Don't kill anyone, full stop, like period, full stop. Mwah. I love you all very much. See you in a minute. Yes.
I love you all so very much. We had a blast just chatting and stuff. Things may have gone a bit off the rails. Professional when all else fails. 'Cause chat is great, so much to say. Emotes and all the caps out. May have been cheese, bit faster please. The time has come, Camp Shorty out. We're skating through all the tough things, learning about this and that, defense motions, prosecution, and narcissistic twats. 'Cause chat is babe, so much to say. Emotes and all the all caps out. May have been cheese, but faster please. The time has come, Camp Shorty out. Community, just you and me. Occasionally, Buster and Poppy. It's the whole thing, Miss Shorty swing. Together we make each other